Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. We are back better than ever, and today we will be watching Arsenal versus Aston Villa. A big game, and it's going to be an exciting one, so I cannot wait to jump into this one with you guys. Let's see who's here. The True Lion is here. Welcome, the True Lion. Phoenix Football Compilations. My guy, what is going on, mate? How are we doing? Let's see who else is here. Saif is here. Welcome, Saif. Thanks for tuning in. Guta is here. Hello, Guta. How are we doing today, mate? And yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And also subscribe if you are new to the channel. My guy Byron is here as well. Welcome, Byron. Guys, it's going to be an interesting game. Arsenal versus Aston Villa. In the table right now, it's very close between the two sides. It's going to be a tightly contested match. We have Arsenal, who are currently sitting in 10th position in the Premier League table, and Villa, who are sitting in 9th position in the Premier League table, both on, I believe it is 12 points. So this is a big game, and whichever team gets a win here gets catapulted then into, I believe it is 5th position in the Premier League table. Absolutely massive for both sides. I mean, it would be a surprise for Villa if they can get that high this early, and then for Arsenal, it'd be a really good show of how strong they are. So anyways, I want to take a look at the starting 11s for both sides. So let's take a look, and here we go. All right, Arsenal lineup in a 3-4-3 with Leno in goal, Holding, Gabriel, and Tierney as the back three, Bellerin, Partey, Elneny, and Saka as the midfield four, and then up top, Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang, and on the bench for them, they had the likes of Ceballos, Maitland-Niles, Pepe, Luiz, Nketiah, and Xhaka. So quite a typical Arsenal team that we would expect. Versus the Villa side lining up in a 4-2-3-1, and you have Martinez in goal, Cash at right back, Konsa, Mings, and Target as the back four. Central defensive midfielders playing, you have McGinn and Luiz. And then in front of them, you have a midfield three of Grealish on the left, Barkley in the center positions, and Trezeguet out on the right. And then up top, you have Watkins. So, guys, it's going to be a tightly contested match. I want you guys to share your score predictions down below in the live chat. Let's see what people are saying so far. We have, okay, who do we have? What are people saying? True Lion says 4-3. Saif says a 1-1 draw. Brandon says 3-1 Arsenal. Byron says, I predict a 2-1 win for Arsenal, to be honest. And True Lion says 4-0 to Arsenal. Well, guys, my prediction for this one is I am going for a 2-1 Arsenal win. I think it's going to be a tightly contested match. That said, guys, this season, Arsenal have had the best defense in the Premier League. And I know that sounds a bit crazy, considering last year how bad their defense was. But this season, they've conceded the fewest goals in the Premier League thus far, and it's because of Mikel Arteta. The style of play they play now, where defense is almost before attack, defense first. That's their mindset now, and that change of mindset has really helped them be successful this season. So I think it'll be hard. You know, Villa are very good going forward. Like I said, Grealish, Trezeguet, Barkley, Watkins. You have all those great players going forward. And in my opinion, right, I think it's going to be hard for them, even with that talent, to break down the Arsenal defense. That said, Arsenal have struggled in their own right going forward. So I think for Arsenal, in my opinion, I think, you know, I don't see them running away with this game. I don't see them smashing the rest of the competition in terms of the Villa defense. The Villa defense has given up 7 goals in the last 2 matches. So although it's been better this year, it's still kind of fringe. It's still inconsistent is what I would say. But yeah, I want to read some of your guys' questions in the chat. And yeah, let me know, guys, anyone that is just tuning in, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Also, share your score predictions and who you think the goal scorers will be in this one. I'm going to read some comments, and I'll go back to my prediction and also my goal scorers for this one. So, let's take a look here. Phoenix Football Compilation says 5-1 TBH. I think we'll score a lot, but Grealish will score once. Wow, 5-1 is a very, you know, I would say it's a little optimistic because we haven't seen Arsenal score a lot of goals this year. I believe they've scored 9 goals in their first 7 matches, so it's not been great from them, and I think a lot of that, the reason for that, is although they have solid midfielders now like Partey and like others, they don't have the 10 to connect the midfield to the forward line, and Aubameyang and Lacazette haven't necessarily been getting the service. Lacazette has also been missing a lot of chances. But anyways, Brandon says Elneny has been class, and that is 100%, guys. Elneny has been very good. The pairing of Partey and Elneny, they're both runners. They like to cover a lot of ground, and they're very good together in the midfield. Elneny's been different under Arteta. I know our defense is actually decent. Never thought I'd be saying that. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly things have turned, and it's not necessarily, like, you've gotten a couple new players, Gabriel, to name one, but, like, it's not like it's been a bunch of new players. It's more just the mindset, the culture, you get me. Anyways, moving forward, let's see what other people are saying. Arsenal weren't bad defensively; they're just horrible against counterattacks. Yeah, and I think that's where now they're a little more defensively assured there. I think they just know that under Emery there was a lot of I guess the players didn't understand kind of what the information was and what they were supposed to be doing, or they weren't executing it well, as opposed to now where it's been under Arteta, everyone knows their role, what they're supposed to do, and you see it because they're very organized and very pragmatic in the way they play now. All right. Gutta says Arsenal 3, Villa 1. So Gutta's also going for the Arsenal win. I think most people are going for the Arsenal win. I did not mean to have the AirPods in. I was just listening to music before the stream, Arant, and I didn't even notice that I still had them in. Thank you for reminding me. I looked like a bit of a prick there. So thank you for that, Arant. Anyways, Byron says I don't think Arsenal are going for a lot of goals right now. Yeah, well, it's not that they're not going for goals. It's more that they've been unable to successfully break teams down in that final third. Like, they get the ball in good advanced positions, but they're not able to do that last little bit. You get what I mean? And that's the issue. They're not able to play that final pass or how do you describe this? Let me think of it. It's like they're not able to finish the play, if that makes sense, or the end product. They're lacking the end product in the final third. So, yeah. Ron, welcome, mate. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for letting me know that I had those AirPods, and I did not know. I actually was totally oblivious to it because I was listening to music before, so thank you. Saif says, if Aubameyang clicks, then boom, game over. Yeah, we need to see Aubameyang kind of kick it into form for Arsenal. I know he hasn't had the ideal start to the season for him, and I think at some point it's going to have to kick in. I know he's been struggling with injuries here and there, so it's going to be difficult. True Lion says, podcast gang, my guy, the True Lion. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you tuning in. Phoenix Football Compilation says 5-1. Partey, El Neni, Aubameyang, Pepe with 2 late goals, and Grealish. But I think Partey, El Neni, we can attack on the break quickly. And guys, Partey's going to be a key player in this one. I mean, last game against United, Partey was absolutely excellent. And today, what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to take Ross Barkley out of the match, who's been key for Aston Villa, and I think Partey can do it. That's why I'm very confident in Arsenal's ability. I think Partey, we've got to see the consistency from him, because that last match, I mean, was superb. If he can do that on a regular basis, I think Arsenal are going to be a very good team going forward. Guys, we did hit 10 likes. I seen it, Guta. That means a sip of water, as you know, guys. We're aiming for 30 likes today on the podcast, so make sure you smash that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, let's see what other people are saying. And like I said, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Brandon says El Nini needs his FIFA inform. He deserved at least 2 so far. Yeah, I don't play FIFA that much, but he definitely does deserve an inform card. That's what I have to say. Remember when David Luiz was Arsenal's best defender? Yeah, no. To be fair to David Luiz, he has played quite well. He suffered an injury. They've kind of pulled him back a little bit. But no, he's been good when he's played for Arsenal this season. But yeah, definitely... Definitely good point there, Byron. It shows how much they have progressed. Yes, Emery couldn't speak English as well, lol, while Arteta speaks 7 languages. I think that may have played part of it, but I think more so, not necessarily the language barrier, but it was just Arteta's very clear what he wants tactically from these players, whereas Emery, it seemed like each game he was trying to switch things out, and he was also, on top of that, he was also trying to, like, handpick games to play Ozil, and it was just a messy situation, whereas Arteta is very consistent with what he wants, you get me. So, anyways, moving on. Emery is greater than Arteta, says True Lion. Nah, mate, I would disagree with you on that one. I think Arteta is the better manager from what I've seen, and he's done the better job at Arsenal 100%. Anyways, guys, I want to go back through my prediction. I think it'll be a 2-1 Arsenal win. And as for the goal scorers today, I think Aubameyang will score today. I think he'll get a big goal. And I actually think Bukayo Saka will score. He's been playing very good recently, and I see him... You know, getting in a good area on the pitch. I see him trying to go at Matty Cash, the right back for Villa, who's actually very good himself. But I think Saka will get the better of him, and I see Saka grabbing the game-winning goal today. For Villa, I'm looking at the likes of, you know what? I think Jack Grealish will score today, and I know that's pretty mainstream, a pretty basic, prediction. But I think Jack Grealish will score a goal today. Alrighty, let's see what other people are saying. Guys, we're just roughly, I believe, 5 minutes away from kickoff now, so we should be getting there any second now. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the coverage to be pulled up here, and 5 minutes away from kickoff, so do not go anywhere. Guta, I'm seeing yours, but I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it, Guta. You know, I see those comments, but you know what? You guys cannot prank me. It's impossible. I'm too good. I'm too good at at not falling for it. So, anyways, moving forward. The thing with David Luiz is he'll drop a masterclass or he'll turn into the worst player ever. Yeah, he does have that inconsistency at this stage in his career, which is fair enough, but recently he's been very good. So, you know what? He has been playing quite well. All right, guys. I want to say this also about Villa's side. I want to say that, you know, it's two players that we don't talk about very much. We talk a lot about Grealish, Barkley, Trezeguet, but we don't talk about McGinn and Douglas Luiz. And McGinn is a fantastic player, guys. Absolutely fantastic player. Scottish player, midfielder. He's really the engine of this Villa side. He covers so much ground. He pushes the ball forward. He helps them transition to the attack. And defensively, he covers a lot of ground, too. Really good player. Do not sleep on him. I think Villa's midfield, guys, is really good because Douglas Luiz is a fantastic young Brazilian player. Has gotten the praise of Casemiro from the Brazilian national team. Really good. Please do not sleep on him. Please do not sleep on him. And I think he's absolutely fantastic. So, genuinely, mate, this Villa midfield is very impressive. My only questions for them are primarily with their back line, and I want to see a little more from Watkins as well, but primarily for the back line. And what Villa back line are we getting? Are we getting the back line of last season? Are we getting the back line at the beginning of this season? Or are we getting somewhere in between? And I think it will be somewhere in between. So I expect a very close match, but I expect Arsenal to pull this one off. 2-1. All right, 2-1 to Arsenal. Goal from Aubameyang, goal from Saka. So, guys, we are just moments away from kicking off here. I believe it is, at my time, a 2:15 kickoff. So it should be close to starting now. And, yeah, guys, get your score predictions and your goal scores in if you haven't already. Will you be doing any more live Q&A random streams, my G? Was quality. You know what? If that's something you guys would like, maybe I will consider doing more of those. I think it would be fun to do a few more of those. I want to go back to making my predictions on a video. I just ran out of time this week. But yes, in the future, I'm hoping to do more Q&A streams. So yeah, maybe we can do that. And I want to say Phoenix Football Compilations, after every match, I do try and leave good 20 to 30 minutes to do a Q&A after the match. So that's hopefully what I'll be doing again today. But yeah, anyways, guys, I want to know your thoughts on a little bit about the City game. The players are walking out on the pitch now. There's Jack Grealish, Emiliano Martinez. I want to get your guys' thoughts on the Liverpool City game. And perfect timing because my guy, Natural Red, just tuned in. Guys, if you're just tuning in like Natural Red, I mean, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. But Natural Red, what were your thoughts on the game today between Manchester City and Aston Villa? Very curious as to get your thoughts. I only watched the first half. I thought it was a quite even first half. You know, Kevin De Bruyne did miss that penalty kick, which was quite weird, like unexpected. But for Liverpool, the formation was interesting. You know, I thought it was a good shout. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was particularly fantastic either. I thought it was just a interesting formation. So interesting tactically, both teams deserved a draw. Yeah, I think it was a very even match. I think both teams played very well. And guys, we are just about to get underway here. Nice. I don't think I'll be able to make it today because I've got school tomorrow and the game ends at 2 over here. Wow, Phoenix Football Compilations. That is crazy, mate. That is absolutely crazy, but fair enough. Yeah, but hopefully in the future we'll be doing some more of those. So yeah, stay tuned for those. Gosh is here. He says, hey Gosh, how we doing, mate? Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. True Lion says, Natural Red, I thought you were a Manchester United fan. No. Natural Red is a big Liverpool fan. Natural Red takes anytime he'll slag off United. But I do respect him. And guys, he makes some good content on his channel. So I mean, go check him out if you're into Liverpool content or just Premier League content or just football content. I recommend you guys just go give him a little subscribe. You get me? Anyways, guys, we're waiting for them to kick off here. Players walked out onto the pitch. Come on, let's get this game going. I'm so excited to see this one. I think it should be a good match. I think it should be really even, and I'm interested to see how both teams will come out because for Villa, I believe they've lost 2 straight now, and it's really important that they respond well here. Otherwise, this could snowball and they could start to really fall down the table. For Arsenal, they are coming off that big win against United. But for me, this Arsenal team, when teams bunker in, they have a lot of trouble breaking them down in the final third, and I think that will be absolutely huge for them today. Is can they successfully break them down here? This Villa side. Villa aren't a team that necessarily sit in a ton, but they will sit in at times, and it's going to be a real test for Arsenal to see if they can break them down, is what I would have to say. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on it. And like I said, Villa, they're coming off 2 recent losses, but they have played quite well other than that. So yeah, the loss to Southampton, a very tight match, and Southampton are a great side. And then the Leeds loss, wasn't a great showing, but they're allowed to have an off match here and there. Thinking this game could be a draw, says Natural Red. Yeah, I have it really close. I have a 2-1 Arsenal win. But yes, I think it's going to be a close match nonetheless, and I could really see it going either way, but I would definitely give the edge to Arsenal. I think, I think under Arteta, this Arsenal team is very good, and in particular, Thomas Partey, guys, if he can play even 75% of what he did against United, I think he could be special, you get me? But yeah, guys, they're the Villa players, the Arsenal players now just getting onto the pitch here, and I think an interesting thing for Arsenal is their substitutions, and I'm looking at some of the people they have on their bench here, and you have the likes of Pepe, who I want to see play a little more, because I think, a lot of people are expecting a breakout season this year from Pepe, but for me, he hasn't been given the opportunity yet, and we're going to need to see more of him. But he's also got to earn it too, because when he's come on the pitch, he's shown flashes like he did last year, but we haven't seen it consistently enough. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it, and I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on Pepe, where you think he'll be moving in the future. I think Ceballos is an interesting player as well. He just doesn't fit well into that. When they're playing 2 in the central midfield area, he doesn't fit well into that kind of formation, is what I would say. And Arteta's all about formation, about putting the right players in the right spots. Gosh says, in the Man City game earlier, I felt Raheem Sterling was the main culprit to break the flow of attack. Wow. Gosh, I didn't watch enough of the second half to really be able to say, but I respect your analysis, and I probably assume that you are correct on that. Alright, guys, here we go. The game is just about to kick off now. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Gonna be an exciting game. If I'm a little behind, my apologies. The games in the U.S. for some reason tend to stream a bit behind the games in England or overseas. But yeah, I know this game is, I believe it's called Sky Sports Box Office in the UK, and that's why I want to stream these games, is so that people who are unable to watch the games because of the £15 fee are able to at least get some commentary of it. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, here we go. The game has kicked off. Tyrone Mings hitting the ball long now. Villa challenging. Good little challenger by Bukayo Saka to force it out for an Arsenal throw. It's going to be an Arsenal throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Here we go. Kieran Tierney will take. Kieran Tierney, guys, fantastic player. He's got a big match coming up for Scotland this week, so hopefully he stays healthy today. It is raining at the Emirates today. It's gonna be an interesting match. I'm excited to see how this one turns out. Like I said, guys, any questions, comments, leave them down below in the live chat, and I will get to answering them. Smash the like button if you're new, and subscribe as well. All right, here we go. Ball played forward, out wide to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish trying to go 1v1 here with Holding. Grealish driving at him. Grealish plays it across the box. Getting onto the end of it. Shot! Oh, they've scored! Villa have scored! McGinn on his left foot, 50 seconds in. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Absolutely insane early there. Wow, McGinn on his left foot. Absolute rocket. Absolute rocket. Let me change the scoreboard here, guys. It was played out wide. Let's watch this again before I do. Played out wide to Grealish. Going 1v1 versus Holding. Takes a touch inside, finds McGinn at the top of the box, takes a good touch, Lacazette not tracking him all the way, and he absolutely rockets it. None of the Arsenal players closing him down, and wow, what a shot from McGinn. He's been so good this year, so good, and why I'm confident that Scotland will get past Serbia in their upcoming game. But we'll put that to the side now. Madness. I was not expecting that early, and he rifled it home. Absolutely insane. I'm going to change the scoreboard here, guys, but fair play to Villa, man, early there. John McGinn with a beautiful, beautiful goal. And they go up 1-0 early. And this is just like, you don't know what to expect from anyone this year. I mean, that's shocking. No one was expecting that early. Dean Smith with a little smile on his face. You know his side has a lot of work to do. But 50 seconds in, they go forward with a big goal. And for those of you who aren't able to watch the game right now, I'll try and describe it so you can understand exactly what took place. The ball is played out wide to Grealish on the left-hand side of the pitch. He went 1v1 with Rob Holding, decided to slot it back for McGinn, who was being tracked by Lacazette, but McGinn got there first, then took a touch by another Arsenal defender, and then rifled it home on his left foot. Absolutely smashed it. However, they are checking for VAR, possible offside, because they're saying one of the Villa players was in the way of the goalkeeper, blocking his line of vision, but I think that would be absolutely nonsense. If they do that, I would be furious. Because there's no way. I'm sorry, Leno's not saving that, even if he got 100% clear sight on it. That's hard. You know what? I really hope they do not take this one back. That would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous if they do, in my opinion. I know Arsenal fans are probably hoping for it, and fair enough. If I was a United fan watching this, I'd be hoping for it as well. But come on, mate. Are you serious? Are we really gonna do this? Nah. That would be absolutely ridiculous, man. It's looking like they're gonna call him offside here because Ross Barkley may have been standing in Leno's vision here, but he rocketed it home, absolutely smashed it home. We're going to have to wait here, guys, for a second. Guys, what are your thoughts? For those of you who are able to watch the match, let me know down below in the live chat whether you think it should be called offside or whether you think that was a poor decision here. The referee's going to go check it himself, it looks like, and this is going to be a hard decision to make, in my opinion. I would not give it, though, because I don't think it's necessarily in the way. That's all I've got to say. Anyways, guys, if you are just joining us, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys support that way. And also subscribe if you are new to the channel. Yeah, we're aiming for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. You know, we may not hit it, but we'll push for it. We'll push for it. So the referee now going over to check potential goal now, or the offside potential here. And I just don't think that would be the right decision to call it offside. You know, he may have been slightly in the sight of Leno, but I just don't think he was in the sight enough. Like, I think Leno got a clear view. It also took a deflection off of Bellerin, so I don't know how much it mattered. Yeah, it looks like it may have grazed the thigh of Bellerin as well. I really just don't think it should be called offside. Absolutely pouring down at the Emirates right now, guys, and we're waiting for the referee to make a decision here. Gonna have a sip of water while we wait. Viral saying, I'm pissed, please. Obviously, Arsenal fans hoping for it to not be called. Villa fans Arsenal fans hoping for offside to be called. Villa fans hoping it is not called. But yeah, we just got to wait and see what takes place. Has the goal been given? It looks like we've got to wait and see. Has the goal been given? No goal! Oh my goodness, they haven't given the goal, guys. Wow. I've got to question that, you know. I disagree with that. I really do. That's harsh for Villa. You've got to be feeling for Villa fans right now. Dean Smith probably livid. So after 3 or 4 minutes of VAR checks, they decide no goal. And that's just unfortunate, unlucky, and yeah. But they're going to have to crack on now. That would have been a fantastic start, 50 seconds in scoring. We're going to get a lot of added time in this half. Jack Grealish was there going at Rob Holding. Oh, my goodness gracious. I really don't think he... I mean, maybe. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the live chat? Was it deserved or was it not? I want to know your thoughts down below. Let me know. And yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this potential decision. Anyways, back to the match. We are back underway. It is still 0-0. And yeah, let's see how this one plays out. Holding on the ball. Tactical Manager TV is here. Welcome, Tactical Manager TV, my guy. What were your thoughts on that VAR decision right now to not allow the goal there due to a potential offsides? I thought it was a bit harsh. I didn't find Barkley to really be in the line of sight of the goalkeeper, Leno, but yeah, I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Anyways, moving the ball, clearing the lines is Emiliano Martinez, and as we know, guys, he used to be the former Arsenal goalkeeper for a little while, and yeah, this is going to be a fun game for him, and I'm sure he's going to want to prove today why it was a mistake to not name him the starter at the beginning of the season. Oh, Kieran Tierney slips up there. Tierney's lost the ball. He's lost his footing there. Villa going forward. Oh my goodness, that was a weird fall there from Tierney. It was actually pretty funny that you know, it ends up Arsenal are able to get the ball back. It's going to be a throw on the right-hand side. Tierney really slipped up there. Tactical Manager TV says, I'm watching the Brazilian League. No thought. You update me on the Arsenal game. Got it, mate. But yeah, so far 0-0, 6 minutes in. We haven't got to see a lot of football because there was just a VAR check. And anyways, ball played forward now. Trying to get on the end of it is Lacazette. Defending well there is Konsa, but Lacazette wins it back. The referee's going to call a foul, though, on the likes of Alexander Lacazette there, though, for, I think, grabbing Konsa. So we've got to wait and see. Yep, the referee has given it now. Guys, I think this game is going to get, I think after a couple of these decisions, I think this game could get a bit chippy, you know. And I know we haven't had much indication of that yet early, but it's the rain's coming down. A decision that goes against Villa, they're going to feel a little hard done by. And they're going to crack on now. Ball played into Grealish now. Jack Grealish holding up the ball. He's been a different player today. Natural Red is back. Welcome back, my guy. Good to have you back. Natural Red, you missed something very big here. So, basically what took place was that Ross Barkley was in an offside position, and they said he was blocking the sight of Leno, so it was called back, and I thought it was a bit harsh. I mean, I understand why they could call it, but I thought it was a bit harsh. Anyways, back to the game now. Ball played forward. Challenging for it now is Watkins. Watkins plays it out wide, but I believe Cash is not able to get on the end of it there. And Villa have to do a little better job of taking care of the ball right now. It's really just neither team has been able to settle the ball yet or really find rhythm, just because how much time, we had that long pause with the VAR break. Neither team is really able to get control of the game. Kieran Tierney will be taking the throw here. And guys, I think realistically, Kieran Tierney, I know he just had that slip a couple moments ago, is one of the best left backs in the Premier League, and I think that's undisputed in my opinion. He has been playing more as a left center back recently, but I think he's so versatile. He's such a good defender that he can play in a back three, but he's also good enough to play as a wing back as well going forward. So I think he's a really, really good player, and I want to know your guys' thoughts. Where do you rank Tierney in terms of best left backs in the Premier League? Now, I wouldn't yet put him on the scale of Robertson, but I think he's definitely up there in terms of some of the best. Like, what are we saying? In the chat, guys, Tierney or Chilwell? I want to get your thoughts down below. Who do you rate more? I think I'd personally rate Tierney more than Chilwell, but maybe I'm just a bit biased there. Arsenal trying to play out. They try and loft the ball long to Aubameyang, and it's been played out of play there. Arteta not happy. He's chirping at his Arsenal team a bit from the sideline there, and the ball's going to go all the way back to none other than Emiliano Martinez, former Arsenal goalkeeper, like I said. Plays it to Tyrone Mings. Mings tries to play inside there to McGinn. Oh my god, McGinn's made an absolute terrible error there. Oh, McGinn's almost made a costly mistake, but Emiliano Martinez comes out and saves him. He tried playing it back to Martinez, played it back very slow, and I'm not sure which Arsenal player that was. Who was it? I believe it was... Who was that running forward for Arsenal challenging there? I think it may have been Partey on McGinn, following him all the way in, almost nicked the ball past Martinez there. Wow, very lucky there, John McGinn. He's got to do a better job taking care of the ball there. That was sloppy. And we've seen a bit of nerves maybe early in this one. I think both sides know how important this match is. Barkley lofting a ball in behind, trying to get on the end of it is Watkins, and he will not get there. We wouldn't have seen Maradona's best hand goal if VAR existed at his time, says Guta. Very funny, Guta. If you are a true football fan, this is the type of things will frustrate you. And people, of course, are referring to VAR right now in the chat, guys. And yeah, I would agree VAR is frustrating. That said, when people say, is it ruining the game, I would say no. But I think, yes, at times it can become very frustrating, and I understand why people will want it to be removed. Anyways, 10 minutes, 30 seconds in, still 0-0. Ball played out wide now to Kieran Tierney. Guys, what are our thoughts on the Tierney conversation? Is Kieran Tierney better than Ben Chilwell? I want to get your thoughts. I would personally say, yes, he is. All right, Hector Bellerin looking to play forward, and you know what? I wouldn't mind an Arsenal clean sheet today because I do have a couple Arsenal players in my fantasy team at the same time, though. As a United fan, it wouldn't be great for United because we got to try and keep close to all our competition at this point. Tierney and Chilwell are decent, says Natural Red. There's been a collision between Lacazette and one of the players on Villa, and we've got to see how the referee is going to call this one. 11 minutes in, still 0-0. Guys, Lacazette's going to need to be a little more clinical for Arsenal. I don't think he's done a good enough job in the final third, slotting into the back of the net. Indeed, Rob says, I need Villa to win. Rob, what's your score prediction for this one? I'd like to get your thoughts on it, and who do you think the goal scorers will be? I personally, Rob, I know you need Villa to win. I predicted a 2-1 Arsenal win, but I think it's going to be a highly contested match. So I do think it is possible Villa could nick a point or even 3. It just depends on how we progress throughout the match. Guys, there's a lot of camera time for Mikel Arteta, and that's because he's really, really done well at Arsenal, and I think he's been given a lot of credit, and rightfully so. I'm scared I'm not going to lie, says Phoenix Football Compilations, and you should be, because it's going to be a tight game, and we know this coming into it. Rob and others, if you guys are enjoying the live content thus far, make sure to smash the like button, and also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. We do live streams quite regularly. Saka driving forward here. He gets his legs taken out by Trezeguet, and it's going to be an Arsenal free kick in their own half. 12 minutes in, 0-0. Guys, Arsenal are a very interesting team, and you know, Arsenal fans are very, very optimistic about the future of this team under Mikel Arteta. I have a friend who's an Arsenal fan, and he said that he thinks Arsenal will, you know, win a Premier League title and potentially a Champions League title in the next 5 years, roughly 5 to 7 years. So he's very confident about their future, and I think, you know what, I think that may be a little optimistic, but I could see them pushing towards improvement for sure. Partey has been an absolute beast in the midfield, you know. He plays a ball out wide to Aubameyang. Aubameyang going 1v1 here with Cash. Aubameyang cross. Getting on the end of it, Willian. Oh my gosh, he's absolutely lofted it into Rosette there. It was gonna be a hard ball to handle there, and I think it was the right decision to take it first time, but he just didn't quite have the technique there, didn't quite get over the ball. Guys, Partey is owning the midfield right now, and it's gonna be on Louise and McGinn to try and control him a bit. I think this midfield battle will be very fun to watch. Both midfields very good, very active, like to run a lot. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, for me today, whoever wins the midfield battle will win the match. So yeah. Alright, here we go. Nicole says Kieran Tierney was amazing at Celtic, a player almost Trent Alexander-Arnold liked, but at Arsenal he's been plagued by injuries and has yet to show his full potential, but Mikel Arteta seems to rate him. Nicole, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Nicole. I really do appreciate that analysis, and you know what? I follow Kieran Tierney as well at Celtic, and at Celtic, he was a different player. He played as almost a left wing back, driving forward, getting more involved in the attack. I think his style of play was very different. And yes, he's been plagued by injuries, but he also has played more as a defensive-minded fullback or even a left center back compared to where I think, you know, people would rate him even more as a wing back because of the way he flies forward. So I can't wait to see that part of his game, and if he'll get the opportunity to show that side of him under Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, but Arteta clearly does rate him. Indeed, Rob says he thinks it'll end 2-1 to Villa, Grealish and Mings, Lacazette or something, lol. So, yes, indeed, Rob is going to back his Villa side, and fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I believe so, too. Under Arteta, we have a plan. Yes, that's very true. Arteta does have a plan. And it's very clear what he wants to accomplish and how he wants to go about achieving it. Indeed, Rob says Partey is very good, 100%. Yusuf says Scotland are greater than England. I only speak facts, you know. It'll be fun, man. If we can qualify for the Euros and get to play England in the Euros, wow. It would be absolutely insane. And I like our chances. I like our chances. I love the clearance there by Willian, says Phoenix Football Compilation. Very funny. Natural Red says every good team needs a Scotsman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, there's some really good Scottish football players coming through the ranks right now, and I think, you know, Scotland doesn't have a solid 11 throughout, but they've got some special players in there that are really, really quite nice. I think they just need to add a striker or two, and I can't wait to see Billy Gilmore's development. The Scottish Xavi, you get me. Getting a bit sidetracked, but, you know, I'm excited for the match coming up. I believe it is on Thursday against Serbia. All right, Villa take a throw there, deflected off of Aubameyang. It's going to be a Villa throw again. They throw it all the way back. I believe that is to Konsa, who's going to play it back to Emiliano Martinez. And yeah, they're just going to keep moving the ball. I feel depending on how Villa do this season, we'll decide Grealish stays or leaves. You know what? He did sign, indeed, Rob, he did sign a long-term contract, though, with Villa. So I think he's in there for the long haul. I mean, of course, the only change in that would be if they get relegated. But I don't think they will get relegated. So in my opinion, right, I think he'll be at Villa for the long haul. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Pookie deserves to be back in the Prem, says Brandon. Yes, he does make it. Timu Pookie back in the Prem. Of course, Brandon's a big Timu Pookie fan. And we know what we need to win a league title, whereas Emery, we didn't know where to improve the exact areas. Brandon says Scotland only has left backs. That's not true, Brandon. We got McGinn in the midfield. We've got McTominay in the midfield. You know, we've got Scott Brown, special player. It was, and yeah, now Scottish national team, guys, is I think on the rise. But hey, I see Nicole's Scottish, and indeed Rob is Scottish. I'm actually Scottish. Well, my dad's from Scotland, but I do have dual citizenship there too, so I am Scottish as well. So shout out Scotland. I absolutely love it. Nicole says the defensive winger role is something that Pablo Zabaleta brought to the Premier League, and over the past 5 years, the whole style of play has changed to the defensive winger role. Did you see Lookman's penalty yesterday? Says Yusuf. Welcome, Yusuf. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I appreciate you stopping by. And I have to say this, Yusuf. I heard about the penalty. I've not watched it, but I heard he tried to do a Panenka, and yeah, really, really poor penalty. And you know what? I think for him, it's just a learning point. I don't think you should hang your hat over that, you know what I mean? But that's just kind of my 2 cents on it. Ball played out wide now. Tierney out wide to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka looking to go 1v1 here. Such a good player. Delivery. Opportunity. Headed away. Cleared away by Konsa. Guys, this game's starting to heat up now. 17 minutes in. It's been very, very highly contested here. opportunity. We still have yet to get a really clear-cut opportunity on goal apart from the VAR that got called back. Anyways, it's going to be a goal kick here for Aston Villa. So let's see what other people are saying in the chat. Brandon to Scott Brown laughing emoji. Let's see what others are saying. Need better keepers. Lowell says natural red. Indeed, Rob says, what's your opinion on the United defense? Okay. So my thoughts on Manchester United's defense is that, you know, it needs work, but I think like Arsenal, United are in need of a manager who can set us up tactically well enough to be successful. And I think that's at times what's been part of the issue for Manchester United is that there's not been a tactical. Ole's not done good enough tactically to set us up. I think like Arsenal, right? Look at what Arteta's done with Arsenal. Before Arteta came in, we were looking at these Arsenal players and we were saying, yo, the defense is not good enough. We need new players in the defense. And while I think, yes, they signed Gabriel Magalhaes, they didn't add a ton of new players to their defense. What they did is they refined the way they were defending, the way they were setting up, the way they were shifting side to side, staying compact. They worked on the actual skills involved with defending as opposed to just signing new players. And I think that's what United need. I think we have some good defenders individually, but I think we're just so unorganized in the back that it's become a problem. That would be my 2 cents on it. What do you think about City's poor start to the season if they haven't been up there due to the high standards so far? I think it's a bit of you know, it's been so similar for so many years now. You know, you've got a lot of the same players playing for so long. Also, I think the main issue has been they've been playing without a true striker up top, and that's been an issue. And they've been unable to score a lot of goals, and that's I think largely why. All right, I want to go back now to the Arsenal Villa game. But guys, if you are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's aim for 30 likes on the stream, and also we're aiming for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. All right, Holding, moving the ball across now to none other than Gabriel Magalhaes, who's been very good for Arsenal. I think he's a great player, great addition into El Neni. El Neni's been different gravy, guys, for Arsenal, and they're moving the ball now. Being patient. Guys, I want to get your score predictions down below in the live chat and goal scores in this one. Like I said, 2-1 Arsenal win, and I think Aubameyang and Saka will bag for Arsenal. Wow, 51 viewers right now. That's insane. That is a record for me, so absolutely crazy. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, smash the like button. Aubameyang going 1v1 here against Cash. Driving forward, taken down now by Cash, and it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal on the left-hand side of the pitch in a dangerous area. I assume they will take it a lot like a corner here, and let's see what they can do. Good feet there by Aubameyang, just going past Cash. Cash is a good right back, but I think they can try and exploit him using the pace of Aubameyang, using the pace and skill of Saka, and I think that could be interesting. Camera zooming to Dean Smith, who I think has done a great job at Villa, and I think Dean Smith's managerial expertise combined with Villa's board that is willing to spend, I think is a really good really good thing for them moving forward. All right, here we go. We have Willian and Bukayo Saka standing over the ball right now, and they're going to look to deliver here. I want to see who's going to be in the box here for Arsenal. You've got Bellerin, and you've got Tierney on the edge of the box. You've got Holding. You've got Gabriel Magalhaes. You've got Aubameyang. You've got all the taller players in the box. Delivery here. Willian decides to play to the edge of the box. Tierney's going to have a shot. Oh, it's got to be better there from Arsenal. I mean, if you are going to, literally, guys, if you are going to go short, you've got to make more of it, and that was just poor. It wasn't set up well for Tierney to have a good shot there, and I think it could have been better. All right, moving the ball now. On the ball here, Hector Bellerin. Ball played over to Gabriel Magalhaes. Trying to drive forward now. There's going to be a potential foul there. It's going to be a foul on Magalhaes. It's going to be a Villa free kick in their own half. All right, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Are you Scottish, Fergie? I should also take genetics test. Yes, I am. My dad is from Scotland, so yes, I am Scottish, and I've been over there numerous times to visit family. But yeah, I was born in the U.S., of course. Yusuf says, what is your opinion on Jesse Marsh? I really rate him, and he's a good inspiration for Americans who might want to coach in Europe. To be honest with you, Yusuf, I'm not that familiar with him, so I'm not going to share my opinion. But yeah, Yusuf, in the Discord, mate, like, give me a little more information. I'm not that familiar with Jesse Marsh. I'm not really familiar with that name. I'll be real with you. Willian is underrated at set pieces, 100%, guys. Willian is very good at set pieces. Ball cleared away by Holding. It's going to go out for a throw-in on the left-hand side of the pitch for Villa. Kara says, sorry, I haven't been watching your videos lately, not feeling well, but let's enjoy the moment. no worries at all, Kareth. No worries at all. I hope you are feeling better, and yeah, I appreciate you tuning in today, and yeah, let's have fun while you are here today. So I appreciate you stopping by. All right, Villa trying to play the ball forward. It's taking a deflection out. Going to be an Arsenal throw here on the right-hand side of the pitch, and they're going to look to throw it forward now. And guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, like I said. And yeah, let's keep watching the game. Guys, if you are new, feel free to share your thoughts down below in the comments. I give a lot of commentary, but also love to interact with people. So ball played out wide now to none other than Bukayo Saka. Overlapping Kieran Tierney now, driving forward. Arsenal looking to hit on the break now. Kieran Tierney driving forward. He's getting involved in the attack now. Tierney, he's tried to square it, and there's no one there. McGinn settles. Villa clear their lines. Gonna be patient. And they're gonna keep moving the ball here. Bringing the ball down. Willian, but he gives it away. Driving forward now are Villa on the counter-attack here. Watkins trying to go inside. Little 1-2 with Barkley. Takes a deflection off Willian to Barkley, though. Barkley trying to work it around. Over to Grealish. Grealish here. Gonna go out Willian here. One-on-one. Jack Grealish. It's that 3v1 now. He's got to get rid of the ball. Plays it out wide to Barkley. Barkley and Grealish trying to go 2v3 against Holding and Willian. Making a good run here, though, is one of the Villa players. I'm not sure who it is. I believe it's Target, the left back. Over to Grealish now. Moving it. Trying to get involved. Jack Grealish. Barkley. Good little ball there. Target. Squared across. Oh, what a goal for Villa. What a goal for Aston Villa. They've absolutely opened Arsenal up there. The intricate play, it's Man City-esque. As Natural Red said, what a goal. Man City-esque goal from Aston Villa. Trezeguet, I believe, gets the goal. 1-0 to Aston Villa. And wow, the way they moved the ball there, the combination. I think it's when you have Barkley and Grealish, they combine so well. Target getting involved in the attack, making smart runs in behind. Really good attack there from Villa. And Target, great positioning. Arsenal's defense gets caught out, and Trezeguet on the back post, finishing it. What a goal. And I've got to change the scoreboard here, guys, but I'm just admiring the sheer beauty of that goal. Fair play to Villa-like. And guys, this Villa team is different from last year. We've got to remember that. That may have taken a touch of one of the Arsenal players in. We've got to wait and see. But yeah, different gravy this Villa team this year, and fair play-like. Seriously, fair play-like. Anyways, let me change the scoreboard here for you guys. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Beautiful, beautiful goal. And yeah, beautiful goal for Aston Villa. And yes, we are 25 minutes in, 1-0. Can't say they don't deserve it, says Natural Red. 100%, they really do. Simon shares his prediction. He says 3-1 Arsenal. So Simon believes Arsenal will win as well. Yusuf says United's next game is in the Champions League, is against the team from Turkey. Oh boy, we have to win. It's against Istanbul, I believe, Yusuf. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game for United. It's a must-win, though. It's a must-win. Anyways, indeed, Rob, it was Trezeguet who scored on the back post there for Villa. Unless it may have taken a touch off one of the Arsenal players. But, oh, yes, it's been an own goal. Guys, I just updated it here. Own goal on Bukayo Saka. So, Bukayo Saka own goal. I said he was going to score today, guys. Not quite what I meant. But I did say he was going to score today. Anyways, was that Aston Villa or Prime Barcelona, says Yusuf. Yeah, absolutely insane from Villa. I mean, that's something we just don't tend to expect. Anyways, driving forward is Arsenal trying to settle the ball down now. The midfield's got to control it for Arsenal. El Neni here looking to pick it out, pass out wide. This is a really fun game to watch, you know. Bellerin playing inside to none other than the likes of Thomas Partey. Partey over now to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes playing it out wide to none other than Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka looking to play inside. Aubameyang trying to loft it forward to Willian. To Partey. Oh, Partey, good creative ball there, but it was just played a little too far in front of Bellerin. He wasn't going to get there, so it's going to go out for a Villa goal kick. 26 minutes in, 1-0 to Villa, and off of Bukayo Saka own goal, but brilliant build-up play there from Villa. Not even build-up, but like just a combination in the final third. And the ball from target was put in such a dangerous area where Saka was forced to kind of score an own goal there. I am on the 27th minute, guys, right now. Precisely, I think I'm refreshing here just to make sure I'm not behind. Yeah, I'm 27 minutes and 5 seconds in for those of you tuning in. Phoenix Football Compilation says good night. I might be back if we score. No worries, Phoenix Football Compilations. And yeah, I hope you join us back. I'm at 27 minutes and 17 seconds as of right then, Natural Red. All right, on the ball is Willian now. Willian playing it to Thomas Partey, who plays it all the way back to Holding, and they're moving the ball, being patient. True Lion says Lampard's better than Arteta, and I would disagree. Wait, clarifying. Playing As a player, Lampard's much better, of course. As a manager, I think Arteta's better. But yeah, anyways, Phoenix Football compilation saying goodnight. He's not having it right now. Anyways, moving the ball now are Arsenal. Ball played out wide to none other than Kieran Tierney. He's going to look to play it back inside to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes here, not looking to knock it long. Out to Aubameyang. Aubameyang, good tackle there by Matty Cash. A really good right back. And yeah, I think did it take a deflection off Aubameyang? I think it's going to be an Arsenal throw here on the left-hand side of the pitch. And guys, like I say, if you are enjoying the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes today, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could help us get there, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new and enjoying the content. That would also be greatly appreciated. All right, Mikel Arteta there. He does not look very happy so far with the way Arsenal's playing, and I mean, fair enough, fair enough. How many points do you have on fantasy, says Indeed Rob. Rob, it's not been a good week for me, you know. I believe I'm around 30 or so points, and it's just frustrating. I keep on captaining the wrong player, and yeah, it's just been a mess. Absolute mess. Starting the wrong players. Anyways, ball play forward by Emiliano Martinez. Arsenal regain possession. All right, looking to play it long now is Holding, picking up Willian, and Willian's going to have to play it back to none other than Hector Bellerin. Bellerin's in my fantasy team today as well, and so is Gabriel Magalhaes, but now they've conceded, so that is not great for my fantasy team. And I had Leno as well. No, I didn't have Gabriel I don't even remember. All I know is I had a couple Arsenal defenders, and that's going to hurt my chances of getting any points today. All right, ball played to Bukayo Saka. Over to Alexander Lacazette. Lacazette to Bellerin. Bellerin out wide to Willian. Willian driving forward. Playing it into Bellerin. Over to none other than Willian. Driving forward. Delivery. Aubameyang trying to get his head on it, but he can't. Barkley challenging with El Neni. El Neni doing well there. Over to Aubameyang. Overlapping. Tierney. Shot. Deflection. Over to Willian. Willian. Shot across the box. Oh my goodness. It's been absolute insane in Villa's box right now. Arsenal just trying to will a goal right now. Hey, getting a sip of water. Staying hydrated. Yusuf, I always got to my guy. I always got to my guy. You get me. Anyways, challenging for the ball. Grealish and Bellerin. There's going to be a foul called there on Bellerin for a tackle on Jack Grealish. And fair enough, it's going to be a foul in Villa's half. All right, let's take a look what the chat's saying. Yusuf says, I am the one under pressure in my FPL. My board, have faith in me. Yeah, no, my board should sack me at this point. You know, I'm gonna be honest. My FPL team is shocking. Simon says, am still with Arsenal. We are winning from Zambia. Thanks for tuning in from Zambia, Simon. I appreciate it. And yeah, we've got a lot of football still left to play, so I think your side Arsenal have a good chance at pulling it off. Natural Red says, don't really understand why Aubameyang is out wide. Yeah, it is weird because they've tried to play out Lacazette and Aubameyang together, and usually that's pretty successful. But this season, for some reason, when Aubameyang's forced to play out wide, he's been unable to really get involved as much, and it's been hard for him. Aston Villa playing well. Yes, True Line. Yes, they are. They're playing very, very well. Guta says, where are you, Sifo? Don't hide. Yeah, dude, I'm missing Sifo right now. I'm absolutely missing Sifo. I'd love him to be here for this match, but hopefully he pops by in a little bit. Ball played into the box. Dangerous ball by Matty Cash. Cleared away by Rob Holding. It's going to go out for a Villa corner kick. Ghost says Arteta out. Wow, that is very harsh, mate. That is very harsh. This is one game, you know. This is one game. Arteta's done a great job. I think that's a bit reactionary. Indeed, Rob says how many FPL points you have on. This week I have 34. My total, I don't know exactly, but I can check at halftime for you, Rob. Bellerin is such a 2020 player, 100%. Yeah, Bellerin's played really, really well in 2020. I think that's what you mean by that. Oh, low cross there by Villa. It's going to be out for another corner kick. And yeah, I think Bellerin's played really good in 2020. But yeah, I think he's better as a wing-back, and that's what we've seen when they play in the back three. Bellerin can be utilized much better as a wing-back than as a true right-back. Bellerin reminds me a lot, like him and Lamptey are very similar to me in terms of style of play. Like, they're better as wing-backs as opposed to being a true right-back. All right, Villa looking to combine here. Cleared away by the defense. And yeah, I have Grealish and FPL, says Brandon. Ooh, that could be good for you, Brandon, depending on how he does. Ghost says, who is your favorite Premier League player? Right now, you know, that's a hard one. I would probably go Marcus Rashford, you know. But I would say, if I'm talking favorite player all time, I'm saying favorite player all time, it's definitely Wayne Rooney. All right, back to the game now. Challenging for the ball are Villa. And Barkley's able to win a throw in here on the right-hand side of the pitch in a pretty advanced area. So they're going to throw it all the way back now. On the ball is Konsa. He's going to look to move the ball across all the way back to Emiliano Martinez. My favorite Premier League player isn't at Newcastle. It's Willian or maybe Shelby, actually. Yeah, John Joe is pretty cool, Brandon, I must admit. But yeah, fair play. Willian's a really fun player to watch. Really good player. On the left is fine. It's just hugging the touchline off. And got it. Natural Red. I see what you mean. Yeah, I guess when he is hugging the touchline so far wide, he's so far away from the goal, it's not like he's going to be able to cause any damage from out there. Man U Player 17 says, why YouTube is recommending me to live reactions of this match. I'm not an Arsenal fan, lol. Well, you can join us here, mate. You know what? I'm not an Arsenal fan either. I'm just here to give some good commentary of the match and have fun and interact with you guys. So, yeah, I recommend you stay with us. And D. Rob says, my favorite player is probably Grealish, but I don't know. Yeah, no, it's hard, you know, picking one player. Douglas Luiz with a really good win there. Driving forward are Villa now. Over to none other than shot, on his left foot there. Opportunity for, I believe that was Trezeguet on his left foot there, and he tried to have a rip, and it just took a deflection. It's going to go out for a Villa throw, but Villa guys, Luiz winning the ball in the middle of the pitch for them, driving forward, and then, yeah, Villa trying to hit on the counter-attack, being patient. Pretty soon, in 2 minutes or so, I'm going to pull up the statistics from halftime and just take a look. But so far, guys, if you're just tuning in, 1-0 to Aston Villa, 34 minutes in. Brandon says, Grealish has been getting me 10-plus points every time, says Brandon. And yeah, he totally has been. Opportunity now to Grealish. Shot. Takes a deflection off Gabriel Magalhaes. It's going to go out for an Aston Villa corner kick there. And Villa guys have looked very, very dangerous overall. It's been pretty impressive stuff here. So, fair enough, like. I captain Ziyech this week, says Indeed Rob. Kara says, you have MSN 75, Liverpool defense 50, Real Madrid defense 50, Maguire 100. Who you buying? Says Kareth. Oh wow, why'd you got to do Maguire like that? That's mean, you know. Excuse me. Excuse me. Woo. Woo. Oh my goodness gracious. Sneeze attack there on the live stream. Anyways, over to Bellerin. Bellerin back inside now to none other than the goalkeeper, Bernd Leno for Arsenal. Bless says, Natural, I appreciate that. He says, hat trick. Yes, sir. 3 sneezes in a row. And yeah, here we go. Ball played into none other than, excuse me. Sorry, I got a little distracted after I sneezed there. None other than Elneny. Elneny gives the ball away, driving forward Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish played out wide. Opportunity. Kieran Tierney challenging. Well done by Tierney there. And he does well to win the ball back for Arsenal. Over to Saka now. And guys, this game's been very energetic. I think both teams maybe, it's going to slow down, I think, a little bit going into half as both teams kind of get a little more tired and as the match wears on. But it should be high tempo, high energy. Rob says it's good commentary. Thank you, Rob. I really do appreciate that. Guta says my best players of all time are Zidane and Ronaldinho. Fair enough, Guta. Really fun players to watch. Some of the most skilled players ever, and I can see why you love to watch them. Mine will always be Gerrard, but currently is De Bruyne. Yeah, not right. De Bruyne is different gravy, mate. And Gerrard's very good in his own right, too. Simon says, I'm loving your commentary. So perfect. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it, and thanks for tuning in. It's great having you here with us. All right, ball played to Gabriel Magalhaes, over to Holding now, taking his time. I'm trying to balance the match commentary with the chat, but yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in, and if you're enjoying the live content thus far, smash the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. We've got a new video dropping tomorrow, and I'll speak a little bit more about that at halftime, but yeah. Rob Holding, playing it forward now. To Bellerin. Bellerin looking to get on the end of it. Bellerin takes a touch by 1. Takes a touch by 2. Come on, Bellerin! Oh, the reason why I'm rooting for Bellerin, guys, just to clarify, is he's in my fantasy team. You get me? I'm neutral in this one. I'm an absolute neutral. All right. Don't forget about Cruyff, says Indeed Rob. Yeah, legend. Such a good player to watch as well. You know, I obviously I wasn't able to watch Cruyff live, but yeah, looking back at the highlights, such a skilled player. All right. Driving forward now is Grealish. Grealish looking to play in behind. One by Holding, though. Holding, doing well to keep the ball for Arsenal. Plays inside now to Bellerin. Bellerin, under a bit of pressure, finds Tierney. Tierney to Leno. Bernd Leno now. Arsenal doing well to play out there. You know, Arsenal, Mikel Arteta has forced them to play out a little more, and it's been effective. You know, they look really clean out playing at the back. Let's see what other people are saying. Yusuf says, why do you think teams who come runners-up in the Champions League have a really poor season? Tottenham fired Pochettino and were poor last season. PSG have been awful in the Champions League and might sack Tuchel. I think because at some point, I think those circumstances may be a bit of what you call oddity or rarity in terms of the players and the manager were kind of at... Ooh, good cross there by Willian. Got to clear their lines there. Give me 1 second there, Yusuf. I'm just going to... There's an interesting part of the game here. Tierney now to Aubameyang. Back to Tierney. Driving forward. No, I think part of it. Delivery by Aubameyang. Headed away. Willian's going to try and keep it. Or the target does well to clear the lines there, and I think it's going to go out for an Arsenal throw on the right-hand side. But to answer your question, I think in those situations, I think Pochettino and the players had already had a fractured relationship, and I think that was the nail in the coffin there in terms of not being able to get it done. I think after they've been together for a while, and I think after times, company with people, it'll wear on at times. So I think that's kind of what happened there, and I think the same thing with Tuchel. He hasn't always had the best relationship with PSG. He wasn't handpicked by the board. He was already there before, so I think at some point those relationships wears on, and players respond sometimes. Oh, opportunity there for Arsenal. Getting end line there, I believe it was Bukayo Saka played across, but no Arsenal player is able to get on the end of it. Opportunity, Partey, shot! Oh, he's lofted it wide and long. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, the game's been so exciting, I'm getting distracted. But Yusuf, I think it has to do with, yes, I would say like fractured relationships, but also after a while the same message can get repetitive and players won't respond to it as well, and I think that's part of it too. But to answer your question, yeah. And I see all the bless you messages from Kara. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Guta. Thank you, The True Line. I appreciate that. Saeed says, wow, who scored? So the goal was scored. Wait, who was it again? I forget. I actually do forget. It happened. I was absolutely buzzing when it happened. Oh, it was a Saka own goal. But it was a really well-worked play by Villa to get in a dangerous area that forced Saka to put it in the back of his net. So, it was. I mean, Trezeguet was basically on the end of it. But yeah, it took a touch off of Saka. Wow, Arsenal there. Just got to be a little cleaner when playing the ball back to Leno. Leno almost had to run into his own post there to receive that pass. Ball play forward. Arsenal not able to take care of the ball, and Villa win it back. And Villa, guys, I think are quite deserving so far of being up 1-0. Douglas Luiz there getting in a tackle with Willian. It's going to be a foul called there. Luiz and Willian getting into it, both Brazilian internationals there. Willian may be retired from the national team, not sure, but Byron says Arsenal's losing. What a turn of events. Totally, mate. Absolutely 100%. Yeah, Yusuf says Saka own goal. The sunrise behind you is so shiny and beautiful, says Guta. Guta, I know it's... Oh, opportunity! Oh, Lacazette! Lacazette had a clear-cut opportunity there, a header, and he's headed it over the goal, guys. It was a great... I believe it was a cross from Kieran Tierney. Absolutely beautiful cross there from Tierney. The ball was played out wide to Tierney. Lacazette got in front of his man, Matt Target, and just headed it over the goal. He needed to head it down there, and it probably would have gone in. All the power was supplied by Tierney's cross. What a ball, and Lacazette again, guys. I don't wanna ever like I don't know how to describe this. I don't want to be harsh on players, but Lacazette has missed several chances time and time again every time for Arsenal, and he probably should have scored there. I agree with you, Natural Red, and this is not the only occasion where he probably should have scored. Oh, Guta says, the sunrise behind you is shiny and beautiful. Guta, it's not actually sunrise. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. But yes, it is a beautiful day, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius for everyone else in the world, but beautiful, beautiful day here. Actually went for a run this morning, and yeah, beautiful day in Massachusetts. So, all right. Ball played to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes on the ball now. He's going to take his time to play inside to none other than El Neni. And El Neni, guys, hasn't been nearly as good in this match. I think he needs to step it up a little bit. It's not like he's been bad or anything, but in my opinion, it's just been not as good as he was the previous time. So, all right, ball played out wide now to none other than Kieran Tierney. He's going to look to try and go 1v1 here. Tierney over to Aubameyang. Aubameyang to Partey. Partey looking to loft it in behind, guys. The ball's in the final third, played by Partey and El Neni haven't been good enough. And that's why I still say Arsenal need that 10, that creative type who can help them when it comes to end product. That's what they're lacking right now, is the end product in the final third. And that's where I think the likes of I think Awar could really help, and I think Ozil, I mean, the relationship is fractured, so that's never happening, but an Ozil or an Awar could really help in that final third. Watkins gets fouled. It's going to be a Villa free kick in Arsenal's half here. 42 minutes in, 1-0 to Villa. And guys, if you guys are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure you smash the like button. We are aiming for, let's aim for 30 likes on the stream. And subscribe if you're new. I don't know why I forgot my own thing. Josh Newland is here. Josh, how are we doing, mate? I hope your collegiate soccer season is going well. I know you're, like, for us, we just ended kind of our 5-week training program a little while ago, but I know you guys are able to do more stuff down, and I believe you're in Texas, so or Arizona, I'm not certain. But anyways, yeah, hope you're doing well, Josh, and yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. All right, opportunity now for Villa here. Lofted into the box, headed away by Kieran Tierney. Douglas Luiz to McGinn. McGinn, great touch by John McGinn. Oh, McGinn slips though. Gets back up. Wow, he's just going past all the Arsenal players here. Barkley, shot. Oh, it takes a deflection there. Guys, McGinn is a class player, man. John McGinn is so good, and I think, yeah, for Scotland, he's going to be key this week. But on top of that, for Villa, he's the engine of this Villa side. You know that you had the star players, the Barkleys, the Grealishes, of course. But if we're talking about the engine of this Villa side, I think it's John McGinn, in my opinion. All right, on the ball here is none other than Tyrone Mings, all the way back to Emiliano Martinez. No, Byron, just wait. Arsenal is winning, says Simon. Simon's confident in Arsenal, and yeah. Josh says, thanks, bro. You on campus right now? Yeah, I am, mate. A couple more weeks here, and then I head back home for the rest of the semester, because the rest is online after Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's been a good time here on campus, and yeah, it's good to be, you know, just doing college. A little, you know what I'm saying, like normality, you know, during COVID. So, anyways, back to it now. Ball played out wide to Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin driving forward. Hector Bellerin trying to go 1v1 here. All right, let's see what others are saying. Pochettino is coming to Celtic. Yusuf, that would be massive. Celtic do need a bit of change of scenery right now. It's not been going well for them in the SPFL this year. So yeah, I think they could really use it. Natural Red is very funny there. Manu Player 17 says, I'm subscribing. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I really do, mate. And yeah, thanks for, it's good to hear that you're enjoying the content and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, new video dropping tomorrow. I'll speak a little bit more about that at halftime. Speaking of halftime, we're currently 45 minutes into the match, and it is still 1-0 to Aston Villa, but there's 3 minutes of added time left, and here we go. Kieran Tierney on the ball, out wide to Aubameyang. Aubameyang looking to deliver, takes a deflection, cleared by Villa over the goal for a goal kick. And right now, guys, for a corner kick for Arsenal. And I want to pull up some statistics here, you know. I think that would be a good way to kind of take a look at it. To look at the match. I think Villa's been the better side, but I want to see what the statistics are saying so far. And statistically, we're talking, wow, I did not expect this. I thought Villa had a lot more possession than they did, but Arsenal, of course, I'm not gonna make an analysis of the half based on possession. Anyways, corner kick here for Arsenal. Delivery, opportunity headed away. Arsenal 5 shots, 1 on target, 64% possession. To Villa's 3 shots, none on target, 36% possession. And I would say it's a very even match. That said, what I would also say, guys, is that I would also say, for me personally, that Villa have been the slightly better side, and I don't want to bash Arsenal. I think they've had an okay half. But where's the creativity in that final third to break lines, to the intricate play to break down Villa's back line, and that's what I would kind of say. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts on the half, and then at halftime I'll do a brief analysis, but then I'll also, what I'm going to do in the second half, or at halftime, is just answer some of your questions, general football questions. So anyways, all right. Moving the ball here. Konsa to Luiz. All the way back now to Martinez, clearing his line. Natred, I just seen your cheeky live chat, mate. And of course, mate, of course. Ball played forward now. Over to none other than Ollie Watkins. Watkins takes a little touch. Over to none other than my guy, Lacazette, who just, man, I feel like for Lacazette right now, I like Lacazette as a player. I don't think he's necessarily lived up to the hype at Arsenal. For me, I think what he needs for this season is just to bag a goal or two to kind of get it rolling, if that makes sense, guys. You know what I mean? Like, he just needs to score to get it rolling, to get it moving. But anyways, What are your guys' thoughts on Lacazette? Overperformed or underperformed, or what you expected at Arsenal? Let me know in the live chat. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it, mate. I really do. And yeah, Mikel Arteta there on the sideline. You know, I don't think he looks very happy right now. Mikel Arteta usually shouting a lot from the sideline. He just looks a bit frustrated with how his team has done today, and I think that's rightfully so. Arsenal haven't shown up today the way they should, and this is a big game for Arsenal, you know, because a lot of teams could surpass them in the table, and they're like pretty mid-table right now, Arsenal, if they don't win today. So they're in 10th position, and they'll stay there, of course, if they don't win today. Actually, teams like United could potentially pass them, as after this match, I think they'll have a game in hand. United will. So, guys, halftime is just wrapped up now. So, going into halftime, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Absolutely madness. You know, I expected it to be a tight game. I predicted a 2-1 Arsenal win. But for me, Villa were the better team in this half. So, let me change the scoreboard here. Oh, there we go. Halftime. And yeah, guys, let me change the scoreboard. I want to do a brief analysis of the half, but then also I want to answer some of your guys' questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, anything football related, ask away. But yes, let's get to it now. I'm going to take a look now at some of the statistics. Oh, well, I just did that, so we don't need to go back to statistics. But my thoughts on the first half, guys, are that, yeah, Arsenal are dominating the possession more so than Villa are. But does that necessarily matter? No, it does not. And what I would say with regards to the match is, yes, Arsenal have been successful moving the ball, getting into good positions. They're lacking end product, though. And end product is not only the finishing, but it's also the deliveries, the crosses, the ball into the shot. You know what I mean? Like the assist. They're lacking the intricate play in the final third. So Arsenal really need to improve their end product in the second half to crack on in this one. And I think some substitutions, if you guys would like to share your substitutions down below in the comments, I think some substitutions that Arsenal should be looking to make. I think why not introduce Pepe for Willian? I think Willian hasn't been great today. I think Ceballos you could sub on eventually too. And I think the other player I'd be looking to maybe bring on is Maitland-Niles. So that's what I would say. Or Nketiah for Lacazette. But those are the players I would be eyeing right now. As for Villa, I think Villa have had a very successful first half. I don't think the first half... I mean, apart from the goal being called offside, I think this has been pretty much a perfect half for Aston Villa. And they're playing very well and deservingly so. So that is what I would have to say. But yeah, that's my thoughts. In the second half, Arsenal are going to have better end product in the final third, and Villa are going to have to stay robust defensively, hard to break down. And then when Arsenal are not taking care of the ball, they're going to have to win it and then go and put pressure on them quickly. Because Arsenal, you know, they're good defensively, but in the transition at times they do get caught off guard. So that's my 2 cents on the match, guys. All right. I wanna do a little bit of plugging. So, guys, for those of you who haven't subscribed, I recommend you do. We have a new video tomorrow, and I'll give you a little taste of what it's going to be like. I'll give you the title. It's going to be Sheffield United's Second Season Syndrome Explained. And this is a video that I've been working on almost for a week now, or maybe even 2 weeks. I had the idea, I did a little research, put it together, but I think it's a really good video if you're into football analysis videos. It's not going to be me ranting about it. It's going to be a breakdown, step by step. I'll take you through my thoughts on it. I really recommend you guys check that out when it drops tomorrow, 7 a.m. my time. Don't know what that means for you guys, other places in the world, but yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. So yeah, Natural Red says plans for the future on YouTube, that is. Natural Red, I'm going to say that for after I answer some of the more football-related ones, but I wanna get to that one in just a moment. But yes, Natural Red, I'll answer that in just a minute or two. Lacazette is good so far, but not as I expected as he was in Lyon, says Guta. Yeah, I think he's been okay at Arsenal. I just don't think he's been great, if that makes sense, guys. Simon says, WhatsApp me, please. Simon, I don't have WhatsApp, but what I do have is a Discord server where we discuss football, and I really recommend if you don't have Discord to get it. Let me share the link with you in the chat to the Discord server. A bunch of the guys in here are already in there, and we discuss football. Also, if you want to direct message me there, you can as well, and we can discuss stuff too. So yeah, let me pull up the link here for you, and then I'm gonna share that in the chat. And it's very much like a Discord. So like a WhatsApp. So let me share that with you here. That's the link to join. That's the link to join, Simon. So if you want to chat, that's the place to do it at. And yeah, in a big night in Paris, who do you need? Marcus Rashford. Hello everyone, says Josh. Welcome, Josh, mate. It's great to have you on here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Josh. What are your thoughts? just on this weekend of football. Any questions, feel free to ask away. And yeah, I appreciate you joining. If you are just joining, like Josh, guys, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe as well. We're going to aim for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. So, yeah, that's kind of the goal. Arsenal could really use Ozil's creativity. But, says Yusuf. Yeah, Yusuf, you've heard me say that in a couple podcasts. You've heard me say that in a couple podcasts with my friend Bo. And, yeah, they could use a creative player like that. And I understand why culturally they don't want Ozil in there in terms of he's lazy defensively. He doesn't really work for the team. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't think it would hurt to have him as an option on the bench to bring him on late in the second half, to add something different. Sheffield United have been very poor. They were excellent last season. Yes, Yusuf, and that's what I'm breaking down in the video is what has caused this season to be so poor in the second season syndrome, as it's called. So yeah, that's exactly the analysis of it, and I think you'll in particular really enjoy this video, Yusuf. But yeah, guys, it's a good one. I spent a lot of time on it, did a lot of research, analysis, editing. I just finished editing it before the live stream, so yeah, it's gonna be a good one. You need Marcus Rashford to score a goal in Parc des Princes, says Yusuf. Very funny, Yusuf. And yeah, guys, so what I'm going to say, I'm going to answer Natural Red's question. And my plan for the future of YouTube, Natural Red, is I think, finishing out this year strong, getting as close to 3K subscribers as possible. My dilemma right now with YouTube is I enjoy making the Premier League predictions, but sometimes it's hard with time because they take a long time to edit and put together and get ready. And I really do love making analysis videos. But the issue is I feel like my channel's not niche enough. Like, I'm getting, like, Villa fans aren't going to watch my video on Sheffield. It's a hard mix. But the future right now, or like what I'm hoping for is, finish strong in 2020. And then I feel like 2021 could be the year where I really make some major strides. And that's just going to be consistently uploading content and kind of doing what I've done so far, which is a live stream a week, predictions a week, and then also an analysis video a week, because I feel like the analysis videos have a lot of potential as long as they just can get to more eyes, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning for the future. Ole in lads, says Natural Red just wants Ole in because he thinks Ole's shite, and he thinks that every team can Liverpool, it just makes it easier for Liverpool. But nah, I think we need Pochettino, and I'm going to be real with you guys. Alright, here we go. Yusuf says, would you ever play FIFA again on your channel? Yusuf, great question. I would consider it, for a little throwback video. I don't know. Do people enjoy those FIFA videos? That's my question. I think they're funny. I mean, the whole point of them is they're a bit cringe to be funny. You get me? They are a bit cringe, I will admit. But I think they're good content. If you guys would want them, maybe when I don't have my Xbox at university, but when I get back home, if you guys want a FIFA video, we could make it happen. They are a classic, They are a classic on the channel. A lot of work, but if that's something you guys would like, maybe I can make it happen. But yeah, Yusuf says only if you're losing. Very funny there, Yusuf. And yeah, I do a lot of losing on FIFA, and that's probably why I don't play it very often. But yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Do you play with Mark Goldbridge? Says Josh. I do not play with Mark Goldbridge. I've not been able to, or had the opportunity to play with him. But it would be funny. That guy is hilarious when it comes to FIFA reactions. Natural Red says, I don't enjoy FIFA at all. And Natural Red, what I'd say is I do enjoy FIFA. I enjoy playing with my friends is what I would say. Like, I enjoy playing with them, but I don't enjoy playing Ultimate Team by myself. And I do not play FIFA a lot. I don't have it. I didn't even bring my Xbox to university, so I haven't played. I don't even have the new FIFA because when I moved out, it wasn't available. And then, yeah, I don't play here at all. So it's not, I don't play FIFA very regularly or video games that regularly, to be honest with you. So, yeah. That's kind of my thoughts on FIFA. But if you guys want the, an exclusive, maybe around, little Christmas time thing or New Year's thing or whatever, if you guys want a little throwback classic, you guys got to let me know, and maybe I'll put up a poll, and if it gets a certain amount of votes in it, then we'll do it. So yeah, potential for the future. But yeah, I think it's fun to mix it up. I don't want to be repetitive with my content. I don't want to only be doing predictions. I don't want to be the prediction guy. As cool as that would be, I want to do more than that. You know what I mean? I want to make content that people thoroughly enjoy, or they, for the analysis videos, that they learn something from or enjoy. Or yeah, that's kind of my thing. It's hard though. It's hard because, You know, YouTube, you just don't know what's gonna do well. Like my Kamavinga video, put so much time into that, really worked hard on it. You know, I don't think it was as good as it could have been. I'll be real with you, but YouTube did not push that video at all, and it got like 60 views. It's just disappointing. But then again, I'm looking at the comments. I see a lot of positive response, and that's what matters to me most. If you guys are enjoying videos, then I'm willing to make it, because that's what matters most, regardless of the views and all that nonsense. You get me? But am I happy about how it turns out? And B, do you guys enjoy them, and how the response is? And also I look at the watch time metrics too, because that also indicates how much people enjoy the videos. Are they watching it all the way through? Are they watching half? Are they watching? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think enough of that question. But, yeah, good question, Natural Red, and I appreciate you asking. But, yeah, I don't know what the goal is, you know. I don't know what the goal is for the end of 2021. I have no clue what my, like, subscriber goal is or anything like that. But I feel like 2021 is going to be a big year for my channel, and I feel like it's going to be, you know, we're going to be moving some numbers, hopefully. Because coming in December of this year will be my 2 years of YouTube officially for me. So yeah, pretty crazy to think I've been doing it for this long. What are other people saying in the chat? Yusuf says Ole can only do well when he is on the verge of getting fired, which is frustrating as a United fan. Yeah, Yusuf, it is very frustrating because it's so inconsistent. And like I say, I just don't know what to predict each week for United, because we don't know what United we're going to get. And that's the issue. That is totally the issue for me, is we do not know what United we will get. And it's frustrating because we have a good team with good players, but it's just not consistent enough. And that's why I think, in my opinion, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the right man moving forward for Manchester United. The right man will be Mauricio Pochettino. And we just got to make it happen eventually. You know what I mean? But it's hard because it's like, this is just what it's going to be. Like, it's because every time he's about to get sacked, it's a crazy performance that saves his job. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I wish if he does have a crazy performance that saves his job, let's move forward with it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it. Natural Red says, will you upload on your United channel? Good question, Natural Red. I probably will, but it won't be until the summer maybe. I just don't have enough time with university, with my own football that I play to get it done right now. So I wish I could. I'd love to do analysis videos for the United channel. I just don't have the time to. I think personally the United channel could grow bigger than this channel just because it's more niche, it's more focused, and niche tends to do well on YouTube. If you guys don't know, my friend Bo, he does the Inside Arsenal channel, and that's blown up. That's blown up in the matter of months. And on top of the content being superb, it's very niche, it's well directed, and yeah, I don't know. It's just very smart way to approach YouTube. So yeah, I think I won't be doing it that much for till the summer. And in the summer, we'll work on it and see where it goes, and you get me. But Phoenix Football Compilation says end of 2021, it'll be 10K minimum. I hope, mate. I totally hope so. But it'll you know, it's hard. It's very, very hard. Aiden, your voice is low. Oh, is it? Let me turn up the volume. I'm also not talking as loud right now. But yeah, let me turn up the volume a little bit on my mic. And yeah, is that better? Let me know that's better. I don't want it to be too loud either. So, but yeah, I would say for me, and 10K by the end of 2021 would be crazy. I really hope so, but you never know. You never know. So that's what I'm gonna be aiming for, guys. Is that audio quality better now? Let me know down below in the live chat. Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? Please let me know. And yeah, but I appreciate it. Hopefully, Phoenix Football Compilations will get there. Tobias comes on. Yeah, guys, the second half is about to get there pretty soon. So stay tuned. We're about to kick off the second half in just moments. And if you're enjoying the live stream, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting second half. I'm excited to see how it plays out, and I appreciate everyone taking the time to stop by today and show some love to the live stream and whatnot. It's good to have you guys on here. I really do enjoy just having the conversations with you guys, discussing football, discussing my plans for the channel. It's fun. It genuinely is fun. And yeah, guys, let me know. Please let me know in the chat though if the audio quality is doing well. I wanna make sure that it's an enjoyable experience and it's working well. So please let me know. Is the audio too quiet, too loud? Let me know. Natural Red says I want 100K soon. Yeah, Natural Red. I feel you, man. But it's baby steps. Baby steps. It's gotta be consistent growth. You know, from my experience, I had that big video that blew up, right? 200K views or whatever, and I think I'd rather have had, I mean, I'm grateful for it, but, you know, consistent growth. And that's what I feel like I have right now is a little more consistent growth. Obviously, I want it to grow quicker, but, you know, I'm very happy with where I'm at with my channel right now, and I appreciate everyone that supports. I just want to find consistently, like, my main goal is for the future right now is just 1,000 views consistently for each video. That's my main goal, and I haven't achieved that yet, so we're still pushing for it. But we've gotten a lot closer in the last half year, so it's insane. Anyways, Natural Red says audio sound. Thank you, mate. Yusuf says, what do you think of Ole's post-match interview yesterday? He was very frustrated with the early kickoff time. Yusuf, I actually did not see his post-match interview yesterday. I watched the match, but I did not see the post-match interview, so I cannot, you know, speak on it. But yeah. What exactly did he say? Why was he frustrated with it? What was the reason, Yusuf? I'd be curious. Tyler says, come on, Villa. Who's winning? It is currently 1-0 to Aston Villa. The second half is just about to kick off. Let me change the scoreboard so before I forget. And yeah, in the second half, guys, I'm going to focus a little more back onto the commentary, but continue asking your questions if you got some. And yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Is Ole staying, says Josh. For right now, he is. We just don't know what the future holds. It depends probably on the game against Istanbul that's coming up this week in the Champions League. I think that could be a key one. I think if they lose that again, then he could get sacked. So, all right. Guys, the second half has kicked off now. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. 1-0, 45 minutes in. All right. Ball played by Bernd Leno to Holding. Holding under pressure. Plays it back to Leno. And they're just going to move it here, Arsenal. But they've got to make some changes. I want to look at see if Arteta did make any changes. I know someone said Ceballos is on for the second half, but I want to see who's been subbed off. So, wow, Partey comes off for Ceballos. Very interesting there. Thomas Partey getting the yank from Mikel Arteta. Interesting. And Ceballos comes on for him. So we've got to see what are your guys' thoughts on that decision. I want to get your thoughts down below in the live stream or live chat. Excuse me. And Yusuf says, because the players had to travel to and from Turkey and then had injuries as a result of the early kickoff time. Got it, Yusuf, got it. Yeah, that does make sense. It is fair criticism, but I think everyone has had to, every club has to deal with that to some extent with how many games are in such a short period of time. So, yes, it's probably frustrating, but I can understand why they did it, of course. But yeah, I think Ole has a fair point there. Partey off, interesting. 100% that's right. That surprised me a lot there because he's been kind of seen as the maestro in the midfield for them recently, but of course, Arteta has a plan, and he's gonna follow through with it. That's what his analysis is, and I right now I'm not gonna bet against him because he's been pretty spot on. You know what I mean? Recently. All right, ball played over now to Holding on the ball across now to none other than Gabriel Magalhaes. Oh, out wide to Kieran Tierney. Tierney back to Magalhaes, moving the ball now. Magalhaes on the ball. He's gonna look to play it inside to Kieran Tierney. Or outside, I mean. Tierney back to Magalhaes. They're just being patient here. But Arsenal have got to, you know, possession's good, but it's not good enough. You gotta have possession with a purpose to create chances, to get opportunities. Why did Jack Grealish not go to Man United? But I'm glad, because Jack Grealish is Villa through and through. And I think what it came down to was A, United weren't willing to really put the money out for Grealish, and B, Grealish, like I said, Villa through and through. He loves the club. As long as they're staying in the Premier League and as long as he's getting paid well for his service, then I think he's going to stay there. McGinn there, moving the ball, playing forward. Grealish driving forward now. Grealish trying to attack. Going forward. Ooh, Arsenal's defense in a bit of spot of bother. Barkley out wide to Trezeguet. Delivery. Shot! Good save by Leno. It's going to pop out for a Villa corner kick here. Let me adjust something here. Apologies about that, guys. And then, yeah. Yusuf says, João Felix is really starting to shine Atletico now that they're playing more attacking football. I'm happy for him. Yeah, that's what he needs. He wasn't the ideal fit, I think, for Atletico, but it's good to see his progression because he's a very talented player, and he got kind of the hard end of the stick from a lot of people last year. All right. Natural Red says, I respect the consistency of Arteta. Yeah, 100%. You've got to respect it. He's been very good. And whenever Arsenal have a little hiccup, they seem to respond well. Dangerous corner kick there by Villa, but Arsenal clear their lines. Target playing it forward now to Watkins. I need to see more from Watkins, guys. He hasn't convinced me yet this season. Like, I think he has a lot of talent, but I haven't been fully convinced by him this season in the Premier League. So we need to see more from him. If you're a Villa fan, I think that's a fair analysis. Tyler says, bro, I just subbed to you. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it. And glad to hear that you're enjoying the content. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away down below in the chat. Delivery. Headed away. Opportunities for Arsenal here. Falling for Willian. Shot. I'm not sure if it took a deflection there. I think it's going to go out, though, for a Villa goal kick. Willian's not happy about the decision. He thinks it was a corner. But yeah, Arsenal, they're trying to hit Villa on the break here, and this is the time to do it. But then again, the end product, not good enough there. But that was a good opportunity for Arsenal. They just got to be a little more... What's the word I want to look for here? A little more... Just... Then the end product needs to be better. I don't know how to say it any other way, but it just does. It just does. It's not clean enough in the final third. It's not clean enough. Why did Villa have a good season this one? Well, there's lots of reasons for it, Tyler, and it's there's a lot to it. So Villa, I made a video about this, Tyler, and I'd actually recommend that you go check that out. If you want a full analysis cleared away by Leno there, let me share the link with you, but I'll also tell you a little bit here. I'm gonna pull up the link for the video though. Just give me a second here. In the chat. But yeah, I made a video about this 3 or 4 weeks ago, I believe, about why Villa is having a successful season, and there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Anyways, driving forward now out wide, our Aston Villa looking to go forward. Opportunity, takes a deflection, Villa throw now. Let me pull up the link, and then I will explain it before. And yeah, you can watch the video now or whenever. I mean, if you don't want to watch the video, that's also fine. But I think it would answer your question very well. So here we go. Let me pull it up. Here's the link, Tyler. And basically, what the reason is for it, in my opinion, would be that Villa have done a good job under manager Dean Smith of improving the players they already have, refining their formation, their system, their style of play, and then the board investing money in and making some really key signings. And I think the biggest one for me is Ross Barkley, because now Grealish isn't just left out to do it all himself. I mean, he wasn't always before, but now there's other creative players going forward that can supplement Grealish, and it doesn't have to be just Grealish all the time, if that makes sense. And then furthermore, I would say McGinn and Luiz have really grown. I think McGinn, people don't realize how good he is. Luiz is young, and he's growing as well. And I think the backline's been refined by John Terry and the work they've done there. And Watkins, of course, a good signing. We just haven't seen the development yet, but that's going to come, I think. Speaking of Watkins doing well to get around Willie on there. Driving forward now. Ollie Watkins beats one, beats two, plays it to Jack Grealish. Looking to overlap. Opportunity now. Ross Barkley trying to get around. Delivery. Oh, it takes a deflection. Gonna fall to Arsenal now. Lacazette on the ball now. Challenging with Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz rammed Lacazette in the back there. I think it's going to be an Arsenal goal kick. Or, excuse me, it's going to be an Arsenal free kick in their deep in their half. Tyler says, okay, you know, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Tyler. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words. And yeah, if you are looking for an in-depth analysis, the link that I just shared in the chat, I would recommend. Yusuf says, Ollie Watkins is a really good signing, 100% Yusuf. And he says, Tammy Abraham did a good contract with Villa. Yeah, Tammy Abraham was great with Villa, did a really good job there. And yeah, now at Chelsea doing a good job as well. All right. For anyone just tuning in, we are watching Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Villa are up 1-0, 52 minutes in. It's been a pretty even match, but I would actually give the edge to Villa and say they have been the better side in this one. Arsenal have really failed to create any big chances in this one. They're not good enough. They're lacking end product in the final third, and that's been very problematic in my opinion. I think he scored 11 goals for them. I'm not sure. I'm not certain, Tyler, so I can't. I'm not sure, but I do know he scored a significant amount of goals. Speaking of player, Kieran Tierney driving forward. Delivery. Oh, it's cleared away by the Villa defense, and it's going to go out for an Arsenal throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Yusuf says, what do you think is next for Kepa? Well, I believe Kepa will go on loan, and then once he's on loan, I think maybe we'll see if he finds form. If he finds form on loan, then I think they'll try and sell him and get as much money as possible. Both Bukayo Saka and Kieran Tierney have gone down there after late kind of tackles from the Villa side. Bukayo Saka has not had his best match today. Tyler says, who do you support? I support Manchester United, so I'm a neutral in this one. I'm just trying to do a bit of commentary. I think it's a fun game to watch, and also for the people who aren't able to watch because of Sky Sports box office, I want to provide a commentary for the match. So, all right. Tyler has to go. Have a good one, Tyler. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you subscribing. So, yeah, thank you for stopping by. And, yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the future. All right. Bukayo Saka driving forward. Beats one. Beats Trezeguet. Tries to get it off. Bukayo Saka was getting... I think there could be potential for a foul there. There could be a potential for a foul there. Let's take a look at this, That was very, very interesting. The referee's giving it outside the box, but let's take a look here. Yeah, the initial foul probably did take place outside the box. But yeah, Trezeguet there was a little... I mean, it wasn't like a terrible foul, but just kind of all over Saka there a little too much. And I think, yeah, rightfully so, given as a foul. So, all right. 54 minutes in, 1-0. This is going to be an interesting free kick here for Arsenal. It's positioned in an interesting area. I think they may look to take it as a corner kick. Willian sets it to the top of the box again for Kieran Tierney. Sets it to Ceballos. Ceballos shot! Oh, great shot for Ceballos, and it just goes wide of that post on the far side. Good opportunity there for Arsenal, though, and great opportunity for Dani Ceballos. He didn't quite make the most of it, but nonetheless, a good opportunity and well taken by Arsenal. If you're going to go short, that's the way you've got to go about it, is get a real clear-cut chance. I'm surprised, though, Arsenal haven't tried lofting a few more balls into the box. They do have some players who are decent in the air, so... Wow, John McGinn, guys, has really done well for Villa. I mean, every time he receives the ball, it's just a quick body feint, and then he moves it past them. So I've been impressed by what he's been able to do so far for Villa, and I think he's been quite impressive. So anyways, ball played out wide now. Looking to get in the attack. Grealish beats one. Opportunity. Oh, Grealish just tried to nick it past Leno on the near post. He almost scored there. Very, very close to scoring, Jack Grealish was. And yeah, it's been a pretty crazy... Oh my goodness, Villa are so good going forward on the counterattack. Grealish may have been offside there, but he does well. Beats Ceballos. Or no, not Grealish, excuse me. It was played into Barkley. Barkley then plays Grealish. Nearly scores. Guys, it's good to see Ross Barkley, though, getting to play a lot of minutes again in the Premier League because he's such a good player. He just didn't get the opportunities he needed at Chelsea. Great save from Leno, though. I didn't even realize Leno did get a hand to that, so fair play to Leno. What a good goalkeeper he is. Ball's laid off to Ross Barkley. Barkley back to Douglas Luiz. Back post ball delivery. Opportunity for Villa. It's going to go out, I believe. I don't know if it took a deflection. Tyrone Mings. Let's wait and see it. It may be a corner kick. I'm not sure. Ferris is here. Welcome, Ferris. How we doing, mate? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. So far, it's 1-0, 56 minutes in. It's been a very tight, fun game to watch. Villa have been the slightly better side, in my opinion, and they're very deserving. Barkley has always been underused, says Natural Red. Yeah, at Chelsea 100%. But he didn't perform nearly as well at Chelsea because he's really good when a team is kind of focused. I mean, not that Villa's focused solely around him, but he is definitely a focus for this Villa side. Opportunity. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that, So basically, for those of you unable to watch the match, what took place was Villa had a corner kick there, and it floated to the top of the box. Grealish had a volley, just straight volley off the corner kick, and he rifled it, and it looked like really good until it hit Kieran Tierney right in the stomach, roughly. Or maybe in the meat and veg, I don't know. But crazy strike there by by Grealish, and Tierney putting his body on the line there. Fair enough, Ferris says, how are you? Ferris, I'm doing great today. It's been fun watching the game, enjoying the live stream, doing well, had a good weekend. How are you doing, Ferris? Let me know. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the match or how you think this match is turning out. Meat and veg says Natural Red. Yep. Anyways, challenging for the ball now is Gabriel, Magalhaes, and Trezeguet. Winning the ball is Gabriel, plays it out wide to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka back to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes over to Saka. Saka looking to go forward there. Wow, tough. Matty Cash has been getting stuck. I said Saka may be able to exploit Matty Cash. Matty Cash has been getting stuck in on Bukayo Saka, and he's made it very hard for the youngster. Got a feel for him a little bit. It's been a physical game, and we've seen Bukayo Saka on the ground a lot today, and it's not like he's being soft necessarily, but it's more that they're just getting stuck in. Wow, what a shot it was by Grealish. Kieran Tierney, fair play, and he kept his hands behind his back the entire time, so there was no risk of handball. Guys, if you have stayed through the live stream the entire time, what are your thoughts? How do you think this match will turn out? We're currently 1-0, 58 minutes in. Who do you think will be the winner by the end of the 90 minutes? Who do you think will win the match? Kieran Tierney winning the ball for Ross Barkley here. Arsenal going to look to switch the point of the attack. Headed back now to none other than El Neni. El Neni looking to play inside to Ceballos. Ceballos beats one. Really well done there by Ceballos. Gets tripped up a bit, though. However, referee plays advantage. Lacazette. Aubameyang. Aubameyang, can he do anything? He can't. He really has not been able to create. McGinn. Forward to Grealish. Forward to Douglas Luiz. Playing it out wide now. Watkins. Watkins on his right foot. Shot. Oh, well defended there. Two Arsenal players were able to get in front of it. All right. Looking to go 1v1 here potentially. Excuse me, never mind. Ball played forward now to El Neni. El Neni back to Bernd Leno. Bernd Leno out wide to Gabriel Magalhaes. Villa look more dangerous. Yeah, 100% Nacho Red. I would agree with you on that. 100%. I think Villa have been the more dangerous side. The way they're able to... How do I want to phrase this? I think the way they're able to counterattack has been very dangerous, and Arsenal they're not exposed necessarily defensively, but Arsenal going forward just can create no end product really at this moment in time. So they have just created a corner kick opportunity here. We've got to see what they can do. But Matt Target, the Villa players do look frustrated. The Arsenal players do look frustrated going forward. The likes of Lacazette and Aubameyang just not able to create the chances that they came by so easily last year. So it's weird to see, Arsenal. They've done a total 180 in terms of. Don't get me wrong, they're a much better team than last year, but 180 in terms of they had the struggles with their defense last year, and now they look rock solid defensively, but going forward they don't look great. All right, corner kick here. Oh, it's getting a bit chippy inside, bit chippy, Challenging for the ball. Gabriel Magalhaes trying to challenge, trying to get on the end of it. Ceballos. Gabriel Magalhaes now. Kieran Tierney overlapping. They've got to look to play Tierney here. Ball played inside. Opportunity. Oh, they should have scored. Holding should have scored there. Ball played beautifully inside by Gabriel Magalhaes, right to the left foot of Holding, and Holding just couldn't steer it into the goal. He was right around the PK spot as well. Maybe just slightly in front of the PK spot, and he just hit it wide of the goal. He should have done better there, Holding. Really well done by Magalhaes though to be deceptive, and everyone thought he was going to play Tierney, but then played the ball inside, and Natsurad's right there. Holding is not the player you want in that situation, but probably should have done better. Opportunity now for Watkins. Watkins driving forward. Oh, tries to play inside. Opportunity, Barkley! Oh, defended well by Arsenal. I saw Ragnar joined. Welcome, Ragnar. Thanks for joining. How are we doing, mate? And yeah, let me know how you think this match will turn out. Also, if anyone is just tuning in like Ragnar, make sure you smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream. It'd be greatly appreciated if we could hit that goal. And yeah, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Farrah says, yeah, great. This game week, I have correctly predicted 3 matches. Pretty good. And by correctly predicted, you mean including the scoreline. Is that correct, Ferris? I assume when you say correctly predicted, you mean including the scoreline, which is very impressive, because that's the hard part of it, right? That's when I do choose winners, I usually just go by who gets who wins and who loses. But if you can, on top of that, get the scorelines correct, that is very impressive. It looks like Nicolas Pepe will be coming on here, and it looks like he's coming on. Well, there's Pepe's getting his jersey on, but Nketiah is already on the sideline standing by Arteta. So yeah, Arsenal looking to make a couple substitutions, and they're going to have to add something here going forward because it's just not looking good enough right now. Yusuf says, I had to edit a video on my job, and I found it really frustrating, so I have respect to having to edit very long videos. Yeah, Yusuf, really. So I actually find video editing, okay, it depends on the time, and, for me, it's like, do I have a lot of time, or do I have an exam the next day? I actually can find video editing very calming, therapeutic almost, depending on how much time I have, and you know what I mean? I don't mind video editing. It just depends on, oh shoot, is it midnight and I have to get up at 8 a.m. to go to the gym tomorrow, or is it oh, it's Saturday afternoon, or Sunday afternoon like today, and I'm waiting to do my live stream, so I'm just gonna edit a video while watching the City Liverpool game. So that's for me, I don't mind it, but yeah, I guess it's different for different people. Natural Red says, I hate editing, lol. And yeah, I can understand it. It can be frustrating at times, but I think it's a good skill to have, and there's actual real jobs out there for people who are good at editing. I think I think my editing's solid. I think it could improve though. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you guys like to see differently in terms of content, improvements, editing, improvements with the actual videos themselves, or what I'm saying, or like, what do you guys think? Where do you see me needing the most improvement? And be honest. Be honest with me. All right, going forward though, our Arsenal, but Matty Cash again there to stop Arsenal's attack is what I'd have to say. All right, Natural said, especially if I have to listen to the sound. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because sometimes when you can edit, but then you can listen to music is really nice. But then when you're listening to sound and having to be careful, that can get frustrating. So Willian's coming off for Pepe, and then Lacazette will be coming off for Nketiah. So attacking substitutions made there by Arteta, and it makes sense because Lacazette and both Willian were just unsuccessful going forward today, so it makes sense to mix it up. And I like that Arteta is doing it quite early. Like, there still is a decent amount of football to be played, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? Ferris says yes, including score. West Ham 1-0 over Leicester 1-0 and okay. No, West Ham 1-0, Leicester 1-0, and Man City draw. Very impressive, Ferris, and maybe you'll be getting a shout out this week. I got to take a look and see, but yeah, really good stuff from you. Natural Ed says if I listen to a podcast on the side, it's calm. Got it. Ragnar says up the Villa, so we got a Villa supporter here. Love to hear that, Ragnar. And anyways, driving forward now. Getting on the ball is none other than Ross Barkley, but can he keep it? Is he going to be successful in doing so? Not successful. El Neni is there, and El Neni's been everywhere, guys. It's crazy. My friend Bo, Inside Arsenal, if you guys are looking for a good Arsenal video about El Neni on his channel, go check it out. All right, ball played out wide now to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney, let's see the delivery. His delivery has been on point today. Another good one. Shot! Opportunity! Oh, El Neni almost had an absolute strike from range there, but it took a deflection and didn't go quite towards goal. Anyways, Tierney on the ball. He's gonna be forced to go back, but Magalhaes wasn't dropped off deep enough, so it's gonna fall back to Villa, and Emiliano Martinez is gonna come claim it. And you know what, guys? Emiliano Martinez is gonna be very, very happy if they get a 1-0 win today, because I think Martinez is very grateful and happy with the time he had at Arsenal, but I think he probably was a bit frustrated that he wasn't the number one goalkeeper option. I think he felt like he earned it. So I think it'll be happy. And I think it's good, though, that they let him move on. Like, respect to the club for that. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, if you were enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for... Let's aim for 30 likes on the stream, and also subscribe if you are new to the channel and enjoying the content. All right, Jack Grealish is down. No, not Grealish. That's Matty Cash, who's down right now on the right-hand side of the pitch, holding his ankle, and I hope he's good to continue on because he's been excellent. In my opinion, one of the best players on the pitch today, and has really done a good job stopping both Aubameyang and Bukayo Saka, which is a very, very difficult task. So shout out to Matty Cash. And a great signing from Villa. And guys, that's the thing with Villa. And I talked about this in my video that I did a couple weeks ago. The thing with Villa right now is why they've been so successful is because they've been spot on in the transfer market. They've been spot on. They haven't missed recently on a transfer. You brought in Cash. Watkins, a great signing. Barkley, spot on, mate. Spot on. Fair play. It's hard. It's very difficult to be that successful in the transfer market, and they've done it. Ball played forward now. Kieran Tierney is going to settle for Arsenal. Ferris thinks Nketiah will score. Guys, who do you think will score next? Arsenal or Villa? And who do you think the goal scorer will be? Let me know down below in the chat. And yeah, anyways, tries to knock the ball long there, but it's going to go all the way to Emiliano Martinez. He's just going to take his time here, pick up the ball now. Aubameyang goes to put some pressure. Come on, where is Aubameyang? They need a little more from him, Arsenal. Emiliano Martinez tries to play it forward, but Bellerin wins it. Does a little 1-2 there with El Neni. Looking to play him behind now. Opportunity. Nketiah. To Pepe. Shot. Oh, they should have done better there. They should have done much better. Nketiah looked like he was in behind. Hesitated. Played Pepe, and then Pepe just didn't strike the ball through. But good little... I mean, that was disappointing from them. But good little, I guess, start from them. They just got subbed on. Good little start. But it got to be better, man. When you come on like that, you got to bury those chances. There's been a foul called on Watkins there for pushing one of the Arsenal players. I believe it may have been Gabriel Magalhaes in the back. Ball's been played out to Ceballos now. Ceballos back to Tierney. Tierney back to Gabriel. Villa will score late when Arsenal pushing men forward. Aaron says Villa 2-1. Fair play, Aaron. Fair play. So Aaron, it's 1-0 right now. Who do you think the goal scorers will be for both sides? Let me know down below. Rippo says, hey Fergie, welcome Rippo. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I appreciate you stopping by. So far, Rippo, 68 minutes and 35 seconds in. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. And in my opinion, Villa have been the slightly better side today. Arsenal lacking the end product in the final third. Villa are looking very good defensively, and Arsenal haven't been able to really break them down. So, opportunity, shot, Pepe! Whoa, Pepe's almost, guys, Pepe's left foot is electric, man. When he hits that thing off his left foot, I know he's left-footed, of course, but when he strikes the ball with his left foot, it is electric. The ball comes flying off it. He smashed it just wide of the far post there not inches, but feet away from scoring there. And they've got to have to get Pepe in some good areas. What a shot. We've seen him curl at far post a couple times in his career at Arsenal, so fair play like. And if you guys are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button if you're tuning in just like Rippo. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. It'd be greatly appreciated if we could hit that goal. And yeah, subscribe if you're new and enjoying the content. Alright, goal kick for Emiliano Martinez, former Arsenal goalkeeper. Hit long, challenging for the ball, Zelneny. Unsuccessful in winning it though, and Villa are going to win it. Ball played out wide to Watkins, I believe. Watkins is very, I didn't realize about Watkins, but he's very versatile in terms of that he'll drop in deep. I thought he was more of just an in-behind option, but he likes to drop in deep. He likes to get on the ball. He likes to get in the build-up play involved. It's interesting. So I do like that about his game. You know, he's not one-dimensional. So, because I've seen him play a little bit, but prior to the season, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't see him play much in the championship. I just had heard he had done very well, and I heard a little bit about him. But yeah, all right. Ball played. Ross Barkley now on the ball. Ross Barkley over to Douglas Luiz. Luiz to Konsa. Konsa out wide now to none other than Matt Target. Matt Target driving forward. He's going to look to play Grealish. Overlapping Grealish now is Konsa. Grealish driving inside. Out wide to Target. Delivery, low cross. Takes a deflection. Villa corner kick. Villa looking dangerous again going forward, guys. Shout out to Villa. Arsenal are going to have to get numbers back in the box again. And you know, as Arsenal continue to push on, I think Natural Red is right. Villa may be able to score a goal here. But yeah, impressive stuff from Villa, guys. And you know what? This could be a huge win for Villa. Let's take a look at the Premier League table. I know Villa currently sit in 9th position, whereas Arsenal sit in 10th. And I think if Villa win this game, they're either going to be in 5th or 6th position. So that would be huge for Villa. I mean, 8 matches in. Insane start for them. And I think they've really shown that they're a team to be reckoned with. This wasn't a fluke start for Villa. They have a really good side, a really good manager, and a board that's invested. Opportunity! Goal for Villa! They scored! Ollie Watkins with the goal! It was a long ball played in, over the top to the left-hand side. A one-time cross by Barkley, off the volley to Watkins. Diving header. Goal for Villa. 2-0. Wow! Holy! Another beautiful goal. A beautiful build-up to the goal. A beautiful 2 to 3 passes to make it happen. And Villa go up 2-0. Special stuff. Douglas Luiz from a deep position plays the long ball in behind to Barkley. Barkley, who's in an onside position. Then Watkins. Barkley hits it one time across. Watkins diving header, back of the net. Arsenal look like a beaten team right now. An insane sequence there from Villa. That's top quality. What a ball. What a finish. Every player in the right place at the right time. And like I said, we need to see a little more from Watkins. Well, we just seen it. Getting in between all the Arsenal players, using his strength on Kieran Tierney, just getting that arm, that forearm right in between Kieran Tierney and the ball, so he can get in the right position to put the ball in the back of the net. Let me change the scoreboard there, guys. Ollie Watkins and Aston Villa, beautiful goal there. And I mean, shout out to them. They've really had quite the performance today. And Arsenal, to be honest with you, since Arteta's been here, since this season, I think this is a game where they've kind of showed up the least. Like, they haven't really shown up today, in my opinion. Another opportunity here for Villa. Falls to Jack Grealish. He's got a bit of space there, Grealish. Arsenal do well to clear it, though. But yeah, for me, Arsenal haven't really turned up today, and I'm going to be honest with you. McGinn, ball back post. Trying to get on the end of it is Watkins. Where is the Arsenal defense right now? Phoenix Football Compilations is good night for real now. Oh, Phoenix Football Compilations, mate, I do feel for you a bit. But yeah, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think Arsenal have turned up today in the way they have in the past. And, you know, every team deserves an off day, you know. But the end product's been lacking for Arsenal. And they've really let Villa kind of stamp their authority on them. And I just... Arsenal aren't assertive enough. They're a bit passive. They like to sit in. They're sitting in a lot. I want to see Arsenal take the game to Villa, and they haven't done that, and that's been a theme throughout the season. While they've become more defensive-minded and in their defense has totally improved, they're also becoming a lot more passive. And Renato Red says AFTV and chill. Yeah, AFTV is going to be absolutely going off right now. They're going to be going insane. And here, I won't have the crazed reaction, but I will be keeping it real, trying to break the game down for you guys. So if you're enjoying the content, I see there's 40 of you on here. Smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. Greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you are new. For anyone that is tuned in, though, right now, it is 2-0 to Aston Villa, 73 minutes in. And for anyone wondering, am I an Arsenal fan? Am I a Villa fan? No, I am a neutral in this one. I'm a United fan. So I'm just trying to give unbiased commentary. And it was just a great sequence there. Great sequence for Villa. And I mean, fair play. They've created the most dangerous chances. Arsenal really haven't had very many dangerous chances there. And they almost scored again. Great clearance off the line there by Ceballos. So Villa looking like they could get a third potentially. But driving forward now are Arsenal. Villa got to be careful. They don't commit too many players forward when they're already up 2-0. So Kieran Tierney looking to go forward now. Phoenix Football Compilation says, I stayed up till 1 a.m. For this shit. Okay, I'm genuinely sleeping. What the fuck? So he's not having it. Now on the break though, our Villa. Grealish driving forward. Grealish. To Watkins. He's going to look to square it across. Watkins! Oh, Watkins! 3-0 to Aston Villa. Holy. Watkins with the brace. Holy. I cannot believe it. Mikel Arteta he doesn't even know what's going on at this point. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins with the smile. Fair play like on the counter-attack. On the counter-attack, Arsenal committing numbers forward. You know what? You called this one natural red. He said, as it commit numbers forward, Villa will score. And they did, precisely. Watkins onside. They're on his left foot. I thought he was going to try and square it. Do a little sweaty behavior over to Ross Barkley. But he said, nah. I'm going to hammer it home. Jack Grealish. Wow. Using his strength. Using his speed to body off Bellerin. And then slipping in Watkins in behind. It was magnificent there from absolutely magnificent from Jack Grealish there. What a player he is. And, if Gareth Southgate's not putting this guy in the England side, Gareth Southgate's on a mad one. You get me? But anyways, moving this over now. 3-0 to Aston Villa. Arsenal fans are probably livid right now. Absolutely livid. And they're probably not having it at this point. I have Target and Tierney, says Natural Red. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, I have to say this much. Make sure you smash the like button. I've said it a lot already, but aiming for 30 likes. We're close to our goal, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. But yeah, I want to get back to the game. I'm going to have a sip of water though, because I can't believe I've been having to blabber on this much about how Aston Villa's absolutely just going at Arsenal. It's been ridiculous, man. It's been ridiculous. Arsenal have been outclassed today, and that's just, there's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. Villa, the much better side, and it just feels like, honestly, genuinely feels like Arsenal did not show up today. If that makes sense. I think that's fair. I think Arsenal fans would agree, and if there are any Arsenal fans here, let me know in the chat if you agree with me. I think my criticism is fair. It's not just trying to take the piss out of Arsenal. It's being honest. It's being honest. All right. Cheeky sip of water. Cheers, lads. Villa will win the Premier League this year, says Ferris. You know what? Okay, I'm not going to go that far. I am not going to go that far. But what I will say about Villa is I think they could. I want to see how this continues going, but I think they could do very well this season, and I think shatter many people's expectations. I mean, the signings they made, you know what, I'll be real with you, I didn't realize it till a couple weeks ago when I started to really look through their team and watch them play a couple times. I'm like, this Villa team's very good, and that's when I made the video about it and whatnot, but I think they're a very good side, and yes, it's only been 8 games, but at the same time, it has been 8 games. We're through a significant portion of the season, and they're looking class. The way he said, you get me, lol, listening to Troops, too much of Troops. Yes, Stu. Troops is a legend, man. I respect Troops so much. Like, one of the most entertaining football content creators. So, yeah, gotta show love. But, yeah, you get me. He does say that a lot. His more go-to one is the you understand or whatever he says like that. But the you get me, I prefer personally. Anyways, all right, corner kick here for Villa, 77 minutes in. Delivery. Back post. Opportunity. Oh, it's going to roll out for an Arsenal goal. Arsenal throw in there. So Arsenal are going to have to throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. True Lion says, OMG, Aiden, 3-0, I'm sleeping. Sorry, sleep time at my country. No worries, True Lion, mate. Make sure you get your sleep. It's really important. And yeah, Crazy game, True Line. Absolutely crazy game. Natural Red says, wait, what? I made a video? And wait, I'm confused, Natural Red, too. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm confused at this point. Ferris says, minimum 7th place could be for Villa. Really, Ferris? You think that high? And I know there's probably a lot of Villa fans on here right now, and I don't want to... Oh, Natural Red, I was referring to the video I made about Villa. I know you uploaded recently. Did you? I'm not certain. I haven't been on YouTube as much as I regularly am recently, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely go take a minute to watch some AFTV after this. No, I was referring to the Villa video I made a couple weeks ago. But anyways, minimum 7th place could be for Villa. I think that's a bit much, maybe. I don't know. That's my personal thoughts on it. I think, yes, Villa are a very good side. They're deserving of praise. Saying minimum 7th is very high. I just don't know. Like, over a 38-game season, if they can do it. But who knows? This season, anything is possible. So, fair enough. I respect it. I can understand why you would say that. I personally, at this point in time, would not be willing to predict that. I think it's a bit ambitious. But, fair enough. Top 10 for Villa will be very good. That's what I think, Natural Red. I think top 10 would be insane for them. Absolutely. Like, guys, they have not. Aston Villa have not finished above the top 6 in over a decade. So that would be an insane feat for them, just to finish above the bottom 6. So I think that's like a really realistic scenario, because you have so many good teams this year. Premier League, when it's competitive, can we all agree the Premier League is much more fun to watch than when it's just City and Liverpool going head to head? Like, it's so much more fun to watch when it's actually how do I want to put it? When it's competitive. But yeah, top 10 for Villa will be very good, says National Red. Arsenal getting frustrated, 100%, guys. Arsenal are frustrated. Arsenal fans are probably frustrated. They just haven't turned up today, and I think the players know they haven't been good enough. And the scoreline tells it, 3-0. I think it's pretty deserved. I think it is pretty deserved. Villa have been the better side, 100%. All right, ball played out wide now to, I believe is that Pepe? No, it's not Pepe. Driving forward, though, trying to make something happen here are, that was Pepe, excuse me. My apologies. Ball played inside to Matt Target. Matt Target's going to clear the lines here. Guys, oh my goodness. I had Leno and I had, oh my goodness. My fantasy team is going to be on a mad one today, you know. I had Leno and Bellerin, and that's not going to be good. That is not going to be a good combination today with Arsenal conceding 3 goals to Aston Villa. Yikes. That's all I have to say is yikes. Natural Red says, do you want a haircut? I'm waiting until I get back home to get a haircut. I may try and grow it out, though. I don't know. I'm either going to get a trim when I get back home or try and grow it out, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll find out in the next couple of weeks what I decide to do. I haven't quite decided yet. All right, ball played over to none other than Gabriel Magalhaes, playing it forward now. Ball played out wide to Kieran Tierney. Tierney plays inside. Aubameyang trying to get on the end of it, unsuccessful. Villa clear their lines. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are watching Aston Villa versus Arsenal. It's 3-0 to Villa, 81 minutes and 42 seconds into the match. Tierney trying to take a long throw into Aubameyang, trying to find none other than, I believe that is Nketiah. Nketiah unable to make anything happen. I'm not sure if it took a deflection. We'll have to wait and see. Looking like a goal kick there. But anyways, Sarah asked, apologies if I pronounced your name incorrectly. Let me know, Sarah, if that's correct or not. He says, what team do you support? Sarah, I support Manchester United, so I'm actually neither rooting for Villa or Arsenal today. I'm just here to watch the match, give commentary, and give an unbiased viewpoint on it. So yeah. All right, trying to counterattack again our Villa. Guys, Villa's counter is crazy, man. Oh, Sifo! Sifo's here. Sifo. I don't even know, man. You guys just did not show up today. Have you been watching it, Sifo? Because you guys have not shown up today. It's shocking, mate. It's been shocking. Villa have had a very good match, but Arsenal's end product, man. Arsenal's end product in the final third is just, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I think going forward, Villa have been great, and you know what it shows is Arsenal are very good defensively. Like when they have time to set up and stay compact and move side to side. However, Arsenal struggle transition. They're still struggling defensively in transition, is what I would say. I think still there's solid, much better defensive side under Arteta, but it showed today that in transition, Arsenal defensively still has some issues, and then going forward, the end product, where's the creativity, man? Like, there's no creativity going forward. There's no end product. There's no, like, the balls in the final third were poor. They weren't creating any chances. It's very static. Yeah, for me personally, I think Arsenal have some questions to be asked, and I think Arteta, although as much as I have been praising him throughout the entire live stream, there's questions to be asked in terms of what can Arteta do for Arsenal going forward? Because this isn't going to cut it. Let's see, I think they've scored 9 goals now, and this would be 8 games. That's not going to cut it, you know, if Arsenal want to achieve what they want to achieve in the Premier League. Villa, guys, if they win this game, they move up to 6th in the Premier League. Arsenal stay in 11th. And that would mean that if United win their next game, which they have a game in hand on Arsenal, they would jump them in the table, Sifo. That's all I got to say. You get me. Arteta's still clear of Ole, though. Oh, Sifo, 100%. Ole and Arteta aren't even in the same category. Arteta's up here. I think Arteta's one of the most promising managers. I think there's just questions to ask. Ole is like here. Ole's like okay. Like he's done an okay job at United. That said, he's not going to be the manager that changes things. I think Arteta is the manager that changes things for Arsenal, is what I would say. But yeah. That's all I have to say, you get me. But anyways, yeah, Sifo says, nah, bro, I literally just got home and I see this. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And Villa, though, I think, guys, as much as we're going to be critical of Arsenal, the performance, just them not showing up, I think in terms of what I would have to say with regards to Villa would be that, guys, they're a very good team, and we cannot count them out. This is not a fluke start for Villa. This is not a fluke start. This is not a fluke start for Aston Villa. Let me repeat, this is not a fluke start for Aston Villa. They're a very good team, and a team that have the potential to finish very high in the table this year. So, for me, what it came down to is I think this was a bad matchup for Arsenal because, right, Villa are a team that aren't great defensively, and if you're a good team going forward, you can exploit that. Right now, though, Arsenal are not a good team going forward, and Villa have they've improved from last year defensively, so they're harder to break down. But if you are good going forward, then you can do it. Arsenal, though, are not good going forward, and then Villa are so good on the counterattack, and Arsenal, the one place where they defensively are still kind of weak, is in transition. So I think this was a bad matchup for Arsenal, and I think it shows. But yeah, a good time for international break for Arteta to change a few things. Yeah, I think exactly. I don't think we need to, you know what, on Arsenal Fan TV, they're probably going to be pulling their hair out, screaming, doing all this madness, you get me? But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is don't overreact, trust your manager, trust your players, and you got to move on and focus on the next set of games. Yes, you can be frustrated, you can be angry. Don't pull your hair out over one game. You got to just put faith in your manager and expect him to change a few things. So, Sarah asks, are you American? Yes, Sarah, I am American. Where are you tuning in from, Sarah? Very curious. If you feel free or you feel comfortable sharing, feel free to. You guys will finish above us this season. Watch this, Sifo. Sifo, I think there's too much of the season to even try and predict it. You get me? Like, we don't know. United, like, if we call Arsenal inconsistent after the result today, United are, like, inconsistent times 10. Because you just don't know what side we're getting with United. With Arsenal, yes, they still have some inconsistency, but overall, they've been pretty solid. But today, a poor performance. And guys, so far, if you are just tuning in, we're watching Aston Villa versus Arsenal, 3-0 to Villa, 87th minute. If you guys are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. We're just 4 likes away from our goal. So it would be greatly appreciated if you guys could help us hit that goal. And yes, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Trying to hit 3K by the end of 2020. So, they lost 3-0 the other week. So they're definitely up and down. Yeah. Yusuf says, being back, Ozil, imagine having Partey and Ozil in the same team. Yeah, I think, Yusuf, the interesting thing, though, is, like, with Ozil, right? I agree. So here's what I have to say about the Ozil situation. I've said it a couple times. I think Arsenal could use Ozil, but I think that the relationship has been too fractured. It's not realistic to happen, and I think, yeah, it will never happen. But they need an Ozil-type player. They need an Awar, a creative type to help connect the midfield to the front line, because right now it's very stagnant up top, and the end product, the balls into the final third, aren't good enough. Like, Lacazette, Aubameyang aren't getting... Okay, I would say, okay, here's what I would say about Lacazette. Lacazette's been missing chances. Aubameyang's not getting a good enough service out wide to really get in behind and have good opportunities on goal. And I think he's hurting himself too. He hasn't been playing great. But on top of that, the service hasn't been good enough either. All right, ball played out wide. Looking to play inside is Pepe. Pepe's been hit late there. I think a foul's going to be called in the wide area for Arsenal. Pepe there smiling a bit. I think that may have been a cheeky little flop, but we've got to wait and see. Pepe likes the area. He may go for a shot here, Pepe. Really good on his left foot. Let's watch this again. Pepe cutting inside there. Yeah, I don't know if Target really even touched him. Maybe slightly. Sifo says our players need leg transplants. Very funny, Sifo. Yusuf says, damn it. I meant to say bring back Ozil. Imagine having Partey and Ozil in the same team. Yeah, it would be very good because you have your Xhaka or your El Neni as your 6. You have your Partey controlling the middle of the field, your box-to-box, your 8, and then your Ozil. Of course, that's not going to happen, but you're like, let's say Awar. You're Awar. Being the creative type, linking the midfield to the back line, that's what I kind of think. And yeah. Biggs is here. Welcome, Biggs. Thanks for tuning in, mate. So far, 3-0, 89th minute. It looks like, Biggs, that Villa are going to get this massive win. And, I mean, they've absolutely blown them away. And Biggs says, what happened to your room? Biggs, I moved out to out to university here, so I'm in my dorm room right now. No green screen here. My green screen's back home. So, yeah, I'm at university, so a little different setup, but I hope you still enjoy the content here. Surely you meet up with troops, says Nazaret. Oh, it would be so fun. It would be so fun. He moved out to New York City, so still quite a ways away still. But yeah, very, very cool to see him out in the U.S. now doing his content over here for Barstool. So you know what, Troops, that would be legendary. That would be legendary to do a video collab with Troops. You know, maybe in the future at some point. Maybe in the future when the channel gets a little bit bigger. But just hitchhike up there, says Natural Red. You know what? Maybe we'll have to try it. Me and Inside Arsenal, my friend Bo, just go to New York to meet up with Troops. That would be hilarious. All right, guys. So we've got 2 minutes roughly of added time, and then the match will be over, guys. After the match, do not go anywhere though. We're gonna do a little breakdown of the match. What went well for both sides. Player ratings. On top of that, we'll have on top of the player ratings, we will also have man of the match, and then finally finish up with a little Q&A because I know some of you guys like that. So yeah, it's gonna be eventful, and we're gonna try and hit that goal 30 likes because we're just 3 away. So, anyways, going forward, Barkley out wide to Grealish. Grealish takes the touch inside, and it looks like Grealish has been fouled. It's gonna be another free kick here for Villa, and this is just gonna run out the clock now, guys. I would have to say though, Grealish, Barkley, brilliant today. Who do you guys think the man of the match is? It's a hard one for me. I kind of want to give it to Watkins because he does have 2 goals, But then Grealish has also been insane today. Barkley's been really good. I mean, there's so many players that are deserving for Villa. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Delivery, great ball in. Bernd Leno getting a touch on it. Falls to Ceballos. Ceballos is going to clear the lines here. And they're just going to look to get up the field. So yeah, really impressive performance by Aston Villa today. And they move up to 6th in the Premier League table. I think they're just they're tied on points with Chelsea. What's going on, mate? Leno spills it. Leno, he's able to follow it up and get the second ball. There's roughly a minute left, guys. And yeah, guys, what are your initial thoughts? Arsenal fans, how many Arsenal fans do we have here in the chat? How many Villa fans do we have here? How many neutrals? I'm curious to see. Also, do you guys feel comfortable? Let me know where you're watching the live stream from right now, and where what time it is where you're watching the live stream and what time it is where you're watching. I'm very curious to see what kind of our audience is like, and because usually we have a pretty international audience. So if you feel comfortable, of course, you don't have to. But yeah, all right, ball played forward now. None other than Ceballos. Nachared, of course, 8 a.m. Wow, that's crazy that it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon here. It's 8 a.m. in Australia. Wow, that's absolutely mad. Ball played to Watkins now. Watkins to Grealish. Grealish is just not going to stop. He's just going to try and get his own now. Let's see if Grealish can get a goal here. Beats one. Oh, he's unsuccessful, though. Guys, he's rapid. Jack Grealish is actually quite quick, you know. He's not like your super pacey player like a Rashford or like a Greenwood, but he's quite rapid himself, you know, Jack Grealish. Going forward to Arsenal. Ball played to, I believe that is Bukayo Saka. he's had a rough game today. Saka, he's not played very well. Aubameyang now, out wide. Pepe, shot. Oh, Pepe's been unsuccessful. I think that may have been a cross there, but Aussie, welcome Aussie. Watching from Jamaica, it's 4:08 p.m. Wow. Very cool, Aussie. So cool, man, that there's people watching from all over the world, and yeah, thanks for tuning in, Aussie. Nor says, why did Chelsea sell Barkley? Did they sell him or was it a loan deal? Can someone confirm that? Guys, that is the end of the match. The match has ended. Let me change it to full time here. Big win for Aston Villa, 3-0 against Arsenal. Do not go anywhere, guys. We got a lot of stuff still on the way. Let me go through my analysis, player ratings, man of the match, and then just a Q&A. And yeah, guys, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. If you enjoyed the content so far, please subscribe as well. It really helps the channel. And yeah, I have a new video dropping tomorrow about Sheffield United and their second season syndrome. Trying to explain that, trying to break that down. It's a really good analysis video, so I hope you guys have your post notifications turned on for that. It's going to be dropping 7 a.m. my time. But why did Chelsea sell Barkley or loan deal? Yeah, Nor. The reason for that was because Barkley wasn't getting a lot of opportunities at Chelsea, and realistically, Frank Lampard didn't Frank Lampard did not believe that he would be using him a lot. You know what I mean? Because they already have so many midfielders. You already have Conte. They already have Jorginho. They already have so many other options in there. So I just don't feel like, I know Barkley would be deployed as attacking midfielders, but then you have Ziyech and others. So it's just going to be hard to fit him in there because they have so many good players. But yeah, good for his career, mate, that he's able to get some more playing time at Villa. Because also you have Billy Gilmore coming through the ranks. I'm blanking on even who all the attacking. Havertz. I haven't even mentioned Kai Havertz. So it makes sense, but I think it's good for Barkley's career that they let him go. Natural Red says, alright, Aiden, gotta go. My thoughts, even though Arsenal did not play well, some of the goals were brilliant. Like and subscribe, peeps. I appreciate you tuning in, Natural Red. It's been great having you on here. And Natural Red, we are going to have to get an Instagram live stream very shortly. This next week, let's get one going. I think it would be fun just to do a little Q&A with some people on there. So yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and tuning in. Josh says, Aston Villa win. Yes, they did, Josh. They won 3-0. Big Villa win. And he says, congrats to all the Villa fans out there. Yeah. So, all right, guys, I'm going to do a cheeky player ratings right now. So let's do this. All right. Player ratings. Yes, perfect for international break. Natural, right? A little Q&A. So, yeah. Anyways, here we go. Player ratings for both sides. Let's start off with Arsenal today. Because I know there's quite a few Arsenal fans that tune into the channel quite regularly now. And I want to take a look. Arsenal player ratings. All right, here we go. Leno. I think it was a 5 for Leno. You know, I think he made some good saves. He had some spills, it wasn't one of his better performances. I'll give him a 5 for Leno. Holding, 5 for him. Gabriel, I'd also give him a 5. And I know they conceded 3 goals, and a lot of Arsenal fans are being like, you're being too nice right now. But I genuinely think they didn't play terribly. I think there was just some really beautiful, brilliant goals from Villa. Like, I think the goals Villa scored today were because of their brilliance, not because of Arsenal's mistakes. I think Villa just outplayed them. So 5 for Gabriel. Tierney did not have a good match, and you guys know I'm a huge Tierney fan. So for me to be giving Tierney a bad player rating means something. I'm going to give him a 4 today. I just thought he wasn't good enough. Got the wrong side of Watkins on the goal, had a couple other slip-ups and mistakes. I think it could have been better from Kieran Tierney today. Saka had a poor match. I'd give him a 3. I think it was really poor from Saka today. And I think he's allowed to have a poor match every once in a while because he is so young. You know, I've rarely ever seen Saka play badly. Today was a day where Matty Cash had him in his back pocket, to be honest with you. Elneny a 5, pretty average, I think he's one of the better players for Arsenal, but pretty average. Partey I thought was all right, but then he got subbed off, so I'm going to give him a 5. Bellerin you didn't really notice him very much, a 5 for me. Willian got subbed off early, I'm going to give him a 4. Lacazette, poor from Lacazette, probably should have scored off that header. 3 for Lacazette. Aubameyang pretty much non-existent today. 3 for Aubameyang. It was poor, he wasn't getting involved. Matty Cash had him and Saka in his back pocket. Guys, as I go and share my player ratings, feel free to share yours down below in the live chat. I'd love to get your thoughts, and anyone that is enjoying the live content thus far, smash the like button, aiming for 30 likes, 2 away from our goal. Subscribe if you're new. All right. Moving over to Villa now. For Villa, I'm going to go Martinez. I think Martinez had a very solid game. Took care of some mistakes that Villa made early on. Martinez will get a 6.5 or a 7. Let's go with 7 because Villa got the big win. 7 for Martinez. Cash was brilliant, and I kind of want to give Cash the man of the match, but I'm not going to. But Matty Cash had a bumming and sock on his back pocket. I'm going to say Matty Cash gets an 8 out of 10. Really, I don't think you could have had a much better performance from a fullback. Consta, solid from him. 6.5. It was just solid. Mings, good performance, a 7. Target, a 6.5. McGinn was really good, dictating play in the middle of the park, a 7. Louise had some brilliant balls in behind, 7.5. Trezeguet, I would probably give him a 7 out of 10. It was a good performance, very good. Barkley, brilliant, 8 out of 10. Grealish, it's hard, it's very hard, 9 out of 10. But I'm going to give Ollie Watkins it, because he got the brace today, and I had been saying before the match, Villa need more from Ollie Watkins. He's been good, he's played well, but we just haven't necessarily got the goals, apart from that one game against Liverpool, and you know what? He bagged 2 big goals today. I'm going to give it to Ollie Watkins, man of the match, with a player rating of 9.5. Guys, in the comments, make sure to let me know who your man of the match is. I mean, there's so many players deserving. I think you could make an argument for Watkins, Barkley, Grealish, and Cash. I think could all be in the conversation for man of the match. So let me know down below in the chat who you think is deserving for man of the match. And yeah, guys, at this point, I'll probably transition to just Q&A. Any questions regarding the match, regarding the Premier League, regarding anything football related, I'm happy to answer right now. And yeah, guys, for anyone that is tuning in, I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes, 1 like away from our goal. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you are new and enjoying the content. Nor says, hard to believe that Villa almost got relegated last season. Yes, Nor. And Nor, I don't know if you... Okay, Nor, I know you've been subscribed to the channel for a while. I know you tune into certain videos. I'm not sure if you saw my video about Villa. Probably it was like a month or so ago. Maybe even longer at this point. But it was about, going into the season, I had thought that Villa were going to be quite poor again. But I didn't... Oh, okay, to be fair, when I made I had them relegated going into the season. But, listen, I did make my video before they signed Watkins, before they signed Barkley, before they made all these signings. So, I think I'm allowed to pass. But I went back and corrected it a couple weeks into the season. Because, looking down that team, right, we have the likes of... they had the likes of, like, Barkley. Just is insane. The addition of Barkley with Watkins on top of that, you had the addition of why am I blanking right now? Just the additions they made. I think that the board, the fact that the board has done such a good job of complementing this team by adding new players, being willing to spend money, and then Dean Smith doing his job as a manager to make sure that they're more defensively tight. They've tightened up defensively. They're just more, they're more well kept. Like, I think he's done a really good job. And that was a bad rant. My apologies for that. That was shocking commentary. A little tired. But yeah, I think you know what I meant. And Nor did see the Villa video, so I appreciate that, Nor. And yeah, I don't know what I was really saying there. But anyways, moving forth. Yusuf says, Unai Emery, best Villa last season at home. And yeah. Oh, Unai Emery beat Villa last season at home. Got it. Yeah, okay. I would have to say this about Arsenal, though. Arsenal fans, do not overreact off of one game. Like, I know you've had a couple up and down games this year. But yeah, have faith in your manager. You know what? Demand a little better from your players, but don't go... these Arsenal fan TV, I assume... I love them. I love the content they make. But I assume there's going to be crazed reactions right now, screaming at the camera, playing up to it. Yeah, I think some of that is warranted. But at the same time, I think at this... take it game by game. Take it game by game. This is not the end of the world, but it's also not... I think there's alarming signs from this match, but it's not the end of the world in terms of, I think, going forward, there's got to be some questions asked, because going forward, this Arsenal team has not been good enough. I want to take a look at Arsenal's statistics in terms of their goals scored this year, and I believe they've only scored 9 goals this season. I've got to double check it. I'm pulling it up right now. Yes, in 8 matches, they've only scored 9 goals. And if we're talking about, I think they have some of the least scored in the Premier League. You have Sheffield with 4, of course, Burnley with 3, West Brom with 6, Fulham with 7. Other than that, Arsenal had scored the 5th least goals in the Premier League, and that is not good enough for what they want to achieve. So going forward, they've got to be better. And then defensively, transitions, I think, could be a little better too. So many Arsenal fans saying Arteta out. My fan base is brainless. Sifo, are people actually saying that? Are people actually saying that? Give me 1 second. I'm going to read through the rest of the chat. But it's Sifo, if you can confirm that for me, I'm going to have my own rant. And it's about why that is absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, that's dumb. It's a process which fans have to trust. Yusuf, spot on, mate. Spot on. And nah, Arsenal fans are too reactionary. And I don't want to say all Arsenal fans are too reactionary, but I have to say this. I think what you have, I'm not going to just single out AFTV here, but what you have with fan channels generally, guys, is you have people who, A, care a lot about the club, and then B, are trying to make exciting content. And what that happens when you see losses or wins, people play up to the camera, and that's both with the wins and losses. It gets a little exaggerated, a little out of touch at times. And it can be intentional, it cannot be, and it's sometimes a good thing. It makes for great reactions. But at the same time, I think at times it loses the pragmatic part to it and the actual analysis part to it. And that's what I'm trying to offer here for you guys. But yeah, I rate Arteta and he needs time, says Yusuf. And Nor thinks Emery was better than Arteta, and Nor I would have to strongly disagree with you. I would have to strongly disagree with you on that. With under Arteta, Arsenal have a plan and a culture, and yes, there's gonna be ups and downs, but Arteta's been much better in my opinion. In terms of he's actually figured out how to. They haven't added a ton of defenders, and they're much better defensively. I think we can cast today's game off to the side in terms of the defensive questions. Overall, I think they've been way better defensively. For me, it's not a question. Now, going forward, I need to see Arsenal. I think what they do a lot is they adjust to the competition. I want to see Arsenal, instead of being so focused on adjusting to the competition, now that Arteta's had some time with the players and had some time to add, I would say for me personally, what they need to do is Arsenal need to focus on their game plan as opposed to making a game plan based on the competition they're playing. And yes, you should adjust game by game slightly, but I think Arsenal very much cater their starting 11, their side, to their opponents as opposed to, what's our game plan? What are we going to do? How are we going to make them defend as opposed to just, how are we going to defend? How are we going to stop them? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. David Alaba is going to be a free agent in January, but he's demanding £400,000 or euros a week, and his agent wants 20 million euros as commission. Yeah, Yusuf, I've heard about that, and I've heard that Bayern Munich will not be willing to re-sign him because of that. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. That could be a bad contract, though, because although Alaba's a great player, he's getting up there in age. So, you know what? I thought United, that would be a great signing for them, but that's a lot of money for a player I believe in his early 30s. Sifo says, bro, go take a look at Arsenal's live stream. Every second it is Arteta out. I'm sure a lot of them are rival fans just bantering, but most Arsenal-related names and profile pics. And Sifo, that is ridiculous, mate. Anyone that's saying Arteta out is genuinely, in my opinion, just, can you even call them an Arsenal fan? Because this guy's been here for, 6 months, 8 months at this point, and he's won. I mean, as much as I discount some of the trophies, but the FA Cup's real deal. Won the FA Cup, Community Shield. You know how I sit with that. But the FA Cup, won the FA Cup. On top of that, has his team playing some pretty good football. It hasn't been as consistent as Arsenal fans would like. They've been poor going forward, but has fixed the defense for the most part. The attack, I think, will come. They're lacking. What Arsenal are lacking right now, in my opinion, guys, the biggest issue is that they do not have a midfielder who can connect the midfield line with the attacking line. There's no creative type. And there's not good enough service into the final third, and I think that's why they're struggling going forward. And that's where I think, this whole Ozil situation is kind of a mess, and it should be frustrating for Arsenal fans, because the situation the relationship should have never been fractured this far. And because of that, now Arsenal don't have like a true 10. Like Ceballos is good, but it's not good enough. And I think that's where you need like a War in the winter. You're going to need to sign a War. So you have a player who can create that end product in the final third to help Aubameyang, to help Lacazette, to help Willian. That's what I would have to say. But yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Nor responded to Sifo by saying, that's just my opinion. I thought he had a very good first season. Emery's first season wasn't bad, but it was followed up by a big mess. And I think Arteta will never get to that point. In terms of, I think Arteta has a clear plan set out. Emery was very confusing as to what he wanted for Arsenal, as to how he wanted them to play, and you just didn't, I don't know, there's a feeling around Arsenal with the culture that Arteta's built that I think is special. Anthony, welcome. He says Chelsea's defense has more goals than Arsenal's whole team this season. Ooh, almost knocked over my water there. I'm going to have a quick sip of water. Anthony, that's an interesting point there. Cool little statistic. And yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. Arsenal hasn't scored that many goals. It is surprising, though, that Aubameyang struggled so much. I was surprised. I expected them to be one of the top scorers this year, and so far it's been a very slow start. So I think some of those players just need to kick it into gear. And maybe you need to drop Aubameyang for a match to kind of get him moving, but he is the captain. I don't know. It's complicated. It is complicated. It's not easy because your big players aren't showing up right now in terms of going forward, and that's tough. But yeah, I think that's a cool stat, Anthony, but I don't think it means that much. Like, if Arsenal and Chelsea play head-to-head, I don't think Chelsea blow Arsenal out the water. I think that's a 50-50 game. I think I put those teams on a very similar scale right now. What I will say for Chelsea, with regards to Chelsea, is that as the season progresses, I think they'll only get better and better because they will gel more and more. That's what I'll say. Nor says the only thing I didn't like about Emery was his ideas and tactics were limited. Yeah, I think the issue with Emery, Nor, is you've seen a team that was only, like, they were so focused on playing, they just had no defensive identity, they didn't care about defending, and you know what that led to? It led to them being one of the worst defensive teams in the Premier League last year, so that's what I'd have to say. Oh, Abraham is going, oh, I'm not going to get involved, he's really going after Sifo there. He says, haha, Sifo. He's probably just joking around a bit, but Nor says, Emery was a manager that could only win games with world-class talent on the pitch, zero tactics. I think that's a bit harsh, because Emery did achieve a lot of success. I believe it was at Sevilla, so I don't think that is true. That said, what I would say about Emery is I think, yeah, his time at Arsenal was not good, and I think they sacked him appropriately, and I think they brought in the right replacement. Abraham says Alaba is a greedy prick, and you know what, Abraham, I will say I'm not going to agree with that, because I think, you know what, if he feels he's worth that much, I'm sure someone out there will be willing to pay for him, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in China, whether it's wherever. Someone will be willing to pay him, and you know what, I can only respect football players trying to go get their bag, support their family and whatnot. So, yeah, I see no issue with it. It's just, I think it's fine. Like, it's fine for him to ask for that money. It just all comes down to what people are willing to pay. You get me? Arteta is still better than Ole and Lampard. Yeah, I agree, 100%, and Abraham does agree about that. No, Arteta is a better manager than both Ole and Lampard, 100% in my opinion. And I want to be clear here. I think Lampard's a solid manager. Like, I think Arteta is an up-and-coming, great manager. I think Lampard is a solid manager, and I'd say Ole is, okay. He's, meh. Okay. That's how I would kind of rate them. Guys, rate those three for me in order in the live chat. Rate Ole, Arteta, and Lampard for me in order in the chat, please. I'd love to see what you guys think. All right. Moving forth. In my opinion, McPhelan manages United, not Ole, says Sifo. Yusuf says, I think Arteta is a bit like Pep when deciding about his team. Both managers line their teams up to suit their opponents and not play to their strengths. Yusuf, that's a good point. And I think Arteta, initially he needed to do that. Initially when he stepped in the door at Arsenal, he needed to line up based on his opposition. Because they didn't have a defensive identity, he hadn't been there long enough, he hadn't been able to instill his style of play. That said, at this point, what I would say, in my opinion, would be that now he needs to instill his style of play and how he wants them to play on the side, otherwise they will struggle to make progress moving forward. So yeah, I agree. I would say Pep, I think there's some truth to that with Pep, but then again, look at the success he's achieved. I think generally Pep plays his style of play, but I think at times we've seen him overthink it, like in the Champions League would be my example, Yusuf. Nor says Elneny has probably been their best midfielder so far. Wow, I want to get other people's thoughts on this. I don't know where to weigh in on this one. I think they've all been around the same. Generally, I think Elneny's been good when he's played. I think Partey's been solid, but you know what? I think Partey's been inconsistent since he's joined. I think, apart from the United game, has there been a game where we've been Partey's been really, really good? In the United game, fantastic. Apart from that, though, I don't think he's been he hasn't blown me away, Partey. I'll be real with you. Apart from the United game. I think there's an adjustment period, though, too, so we have to be fair to him on that regard. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure you smash the like button. Also, if you're enjoying the live content, subscribe to the channel as well. We hit our goal of 30 likes, so thank you so much for that. And, yeah, keep chipping away, and also subscribe, like I said, if you are new and enjoying the content. All right, moving forward. Yusuf says Emery couldn't speak English properly, which contributed to his downfall. Arteta speaks 7 languages. Yusuf, I would say I think that's an overstated, overplayed. I think that's overstated, in my opinion. That point about Emery. I think there could have been some truth to it in terms of getting his message across to the team, but I think generally too, I just don't think it was I don't know if there's a lot of respect between both Emery and the players. If that makes, I don't know. I think the Emery situation is complicated. I don't think it was the worst situation. Like, I don't think it was the worst of situations. I just don't think it was good either. I think, yes, the 7 languages definitely, though, does aid Arteta because he is able to communicate with so many players so effectively. And, I mean, that's just a great trait to have as a manager. Anthony says, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I respect every team. Fair enough, like Anthony, and I really do respect. I respect that you respect every team. I think there's got to be some respect between every club, you know. So, yeah, shout out to you for that. Abraham says, Robbie from AFTV said Willian is better than Ziyech. Oh, my goodness gracious. That is shocking. Like, when did this happen? When was this? Mate, that is, he's on a mad one. Ziyech's been phenomenal for Chelsea. Willian's good, but, like, nah. I'm not having it. Norris says, Arteta is better than Ole, but not Lampard, in my opinion. Wow. That's kind of crazy to me that so many people think that Lampard is better than Arteta. I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree. Lampard did very good at Chelsea, and I think it's like Ole's here, Lampard's here, and Arteta's here. I don't think it's like a huge gap between Arteta and Lampard, but I think Arteta's definitely better. Okay, getting to these ones now. Lampard, Arteta, Ole, says Noor. Arteta, Lampard, Ole, says Abraham. Anthony says Arteta, Lampard, Ole. So very split. That everyone can agree that Ole probably is the worst, though. Abraham says, did you see the scorpion kick in the Leverkusen game? It was amazing. I did not, Abraham. I did not. Maybe I'll go check that out after the live stream. But no, I haven't. Thank you for letting me know, though. I'll definitely check that out. Edda says, if Partey stayed on, would the match have gone otherwise? Great question, Edda. That's actually a phenomenal question. And I think I was surprised that they took off Partey. I don't know if it would have gone otherwise. I think they would have been better with Partey on than with Ceballos on. Because for me, Ceballos, when he plays in a deeper role, he's not as effective. I think, in my opinion, I see Ceballos playing as a 10. That's how I see Ceballos playing. Like, I think Arsenal, yes, the 3 in the back is interesting, but I want to see them maybe try a 4 in the back and then play Xhaka and Partey, or El Neni and Partey, whatever you want to do with that, and then in front of him, play Ceballos. That's how, if you want to utilize Ceballos, that's the best way to do it. I think otherwise they should have probably left Partey on. That would be my 2 cents on it. Yusuf says, we need a Manchester United documentary. Yes, we do. We totally do, Yusuf. I would love to get the behind the scenes of what's going on at United right now, because it must be a crazy situation. I think the players, you know what I have to say about United, guys, is I think the players really do back Ole, because you know that's one thing, is not only does Ole get it right tactically, but the players respond whenever he's in a spot of bother. So I think they do rate him and respect him and care about him. Nor says El Neni has probably been Arsenal's best midfielder this season so far. Yeah, Nor, I think you commented that up earlier, and I think it's a hard one for me, and I don't know. I just don't know. I think he's in the conversation. I just don't know if there's been one standout. And only has exceeded our expectations a bunch, but I don't know if he's been the best, if that makes sense. There's an argument, though, 100%. Anthony says, Abraham, yeah, that goal was crazy. Guys, if you guys are enjoying the live content so far, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream, which we already hit, but let's keep chipping away. If you guys are new to the channel, I think there are a couple new faces in here. Make sure to subscribe as well. We've been having a good time, and yeah, I do live streams quite regularly, at least once a week. And I've got a new video dropping tomorrow about Sheffield United, and I explain what's been going on with their second season syndrome, why they've struggled so much, and it seriously is it's like an analysis video. It's a really good breakdown. A lot of time, couple weeks worth of work went into it. So yeah, I'm really proud of it. I was editing it before the live stream, and yeah, make sure you turn on those post notifications so you guys are ready for that new video tomorrow, and I'd love to get your thoughts about it once it releases. So yeah, all right, moving forward. Let's see what other people have to say. Nor says Arsenal should use the 4-2-3-1 formation. Elneny, Partey as the CDMs, William as a cam. Really, Willian as a cam. I don't know about that. Abba, Pepe. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying Willian as a cam so they can get Pepe into the front line, and that makes sense. Or I think, ooh, that could be interesting. You know what, Nor? The more I think about it, the more I like it. But yeah, I think you can kind of interchange players. Like Willian, if he's not playing well, then you can put in Ceballos there, or however you want to do it. I think ideally at some point you put a War there, and then you're just picking between like Pepe and Willian based on who's in the better form. Anthony sub, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, hopefully it's good to hear that you're enjoying the content. I assume you are if you sub. So yeah, we do live streams here usually once a week, and videos, predictions, and also analysis videos. So a lot of it's focused on Premier League, a little Champions League stuff too. But yeah, appreciate you subbing to the channel. Yusuf says, do you think Pep will still want to sign a new deal at City? Yusuf, this is a topic that me and Bo talked a lot about on the recent podcast that's on Spotify. Guys, if you're looking for a good podcast on Spotify, the 50-50 podcast, or 50-50 podcast is it's called, on Spotify. But I think Pep will want to sign a new deal at City, and I think, well, it all depends on do City want Pep. And I think it would be idiotic if City do not want Pep to return. I think Pep has unfinished business at City. I think he'll want to come back, and I think he'll want to try and make the run for the Champions League that has evaded him at Manchester City, and that he has been expected to win. And for me, the biggest thing with Pep would have to be, I think City need to get a kind of fresh start in terms of, I think they need to add a couple more players, some fresh players in to get some new blood in there, because I think right now you have a lot of players who've been kind of with Pep for a while who aren't necessarily responding to the message that Pep's been giving recently, and I think they need a little bit of new blood just to bring back that energy, that bite, that special thing about them that they had in the first couple seasons, that hunger, I think is what they need to bring back, and I think bringing in a player or two could really help it. All right. Eda says Pepe deserved the start. Eda, that's an interesting one, and I think, yes, you could argue Pepe did deserve the start. And on top of that, what I would say also about Pepe is when Pepe came on, Pepe looked very dangerous. Had a couple really good shots on his left foot. I think Pepe, next match in the Premier League, should definitely get a start. Impressed me. I think looked better than all three of the forwards, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Willian, who started the match. I think he did more in the amount of time that he played than they did in the entirety of their performance. Arsenal's defense will probably improve when Pablo Mari returns. Yeah, Nor, that's just another good player to have as an option. And I think Mari could be a player that starts or another option for matches where they're in the Europa League. Like, I think that's a good thing is when you have depth, you can mix and match and players can get more rest. Because, guys, this season is hectic. There's so many games played in such a short period of time, right? So that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Harish says, who do you think will win the league after a crazy start? And I appreciate you tuning in, Harish. If you are just tuning in like Harish, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Harish, I would have to say for me, I think the favorites are still Liverpool to win the league. And I know, right, they've had injuries to Van Dijk, but I think the thing about Liverpool and what they've benefited from is they had a lot of depth in their back line going into the season. They had a lot of depth at the center back position in particular. I know Fabinho, I believe Fabinho may be out injured still, or he's, let me double check that. Because I didn't see him playing today. Yes, I believe Fabinho is still out injured, but they still have Gomez and Matip, who are both very solid center backs. Like, let's be real here. They are very, very solid center backs in their own right. So I think for me, Liverpool are still the favorites to win the Premier League. And I know right now they're sitting, I think, in third position, but Leicester are doing very well. Tottenham are doing very well. Guys, Spurs, have really grown on me. Just because Kane and Son are playing so well. And for me, with Kane and Son, what it's going to come down to is can they stay healthy? I think that's like Spurs in a nutshell. If Kane and Son can stay healthy, they could really make a run. And it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. Anyways, moving forth. Let's see what other people are saying. He needs to stop overthinking his tactics. too much confuse the players, says Yusuf. He's referring to Pep Guardiola there. And yeah, I think that's it's very interesting, you know. What I would have to say, Yusuf, is I do have to agree with you in terms of Pep Guardiola is a manager that sometimes does overthink it, but I don't think he does that a lot in the Premier League. I think that's more in the later stages of the Champions League when there's a lot of pressure on him. You get me? That's what I would have to say. Gomez has been amazing without Virgil. 100%, Nor. Guys, I'm going to leave the link for anyone new here. I know Anthony's new, and others, Harish. I'm going to leave the link to the Discord, guys, and the Discord is like a WhatsApp group chat. We discuss and debate football. It's a fun little community. There's lots of fun topics in there. It's where you can keep updated with the new content as well. But really, we just debate, discuss, and whatnot. So I'm gonna leave the link there down below in the live chat for you guys to come join us. And yeah, we debate, discuss some of the hottest football topics out there. So seriously, I recommend you check it out. All right. Nor says Fabinho, Thiago, and Ox will be 100% back after the international break. And yeah, that's a huge thing, huge player to add as well as Thiago, guys. We've forgotten about Thiago because he hasn't been able to consistently stay fit. But once he is able to do so, will really help them. So for me, it's gonna be Liverpool, I think, to win the league back-to-back years. Yusuf says, damn, I type so fast sometimes. Sorry. No worries at all, Yusuf. No worries at all. Also, right now, for me, my brain's having a little issues calibrating what people are saying just because I'm a little tired, you know. I think we've been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think I will probably call it at 3 hours, guys, because I do have to get on. I want to make sure I have the video. Like, I'm going to make a couple final edits, make sure it's on point for tomorrow, and got to do some homework and whatnot, get on with my life. But, yeah, it's been really fun. And yeah, any questions, guys, in the last 15 minutes, fire away, and then we'll call it a day. Harish says, I thought Villa would drop off after the past two results against Southampton and Leeds, but this result has convinced me again. Yes, Harish, 100%. 100%. And let me be clear here. All right. So, I was thinking the similar thing. I thought, going into this match, that was my kind of... What I was thinking was, okay, this match is a huge match for Villa because, you know, they've lost 2 back-to-back. If you lose 3 in a row, momentum shifts. And I think you can kind of start to go down a bad route. However, this win is huge for them because it puts them back on track. They're 6th in the Premier League. They're high-flying. They're playing with no worries, no concerns, no pressure. And I think they're just going to continue to keep chipping away because they're a very good side with a very good manager. And yeah, they beat an Arsenal team that's been not amazing this year, but a solid Arsenal team. So, Villa, great team. And yeah, if anyone, I know there's a couple new faces here. We got Anthony, Harish. If you guys are looking for an informative video about Villa, kind of breaking down their team and their style of play and why they've been so successful this year, I recommend you do go check out the video on my channel that I dropped about 3 to 4 weeks ago about Villa, and it was an analysis of why they were going to be successful after seeing them play a couple weeks in. Because initially, I made a Premier League predictions video months ago when I said they would be relegated. To be fair, right, I want to clarify. I said they would be relegated before they signed Watkins. I said because they hadn't made any transfers, and at that point they had only signed Matty Cash. They hadn't signed Watkins. They hadn't signed Barkley. So there was a lot of stuff still out there. So just clarifying. Nor says, who's going to reach the UCL semifinals? Nor, it is so hard to predict UCL, you know. I would say Bayern for sure. I would say, oh my goodness, putting me on the spot. I'm going to say City do it. You know, I know City aren't playing well, but I think City will reach the UCL semifinal. I think Bayern, City, it's hard. It's so hard. There's no teams that are really convincing me right now. I don't know. For some reason, I don't think Liverpool will do it. I don't think Liverpool will, nor. I'll be real with you. I really don't. I don't know why that is, but I don't have much confidence in them. In the Champions League, I think losing Van Dijk in the Premier League, it's a big deal, but I think they can still get over the hump. I think in the Champions League, I think they're not going to be able to do it without Van Dijk. Let me see. Let me try and think. I'm really struggling to think of who else will definitely make it through. Like, I'm very confident with Bayern. Other than Bayern, there's no one I'm really confident with saying. Like, I don't think Barcelona will. I don't think... Oh, my goodness. That's a difficult one, you know. That's a difficult one. I don't know, nor if I can answer that off the top of my head. Because I'm just not confident in any team right now. I would say, you know what? Maybe Dortmund? Maybe Dortmund. Holland's playing so well. But then again, they haven't been good in their Champions League matches that took place recently. Guys, what I'm looking up at right now, probably think, like, what is this bloke looking at? I have a poster above my desk with its football clubs of Europe, and it has every single football club in Europe. So I'm just taking a look across the map, trying to think of I mean, obviously I know teams, but I'm trying to think of like who right now is performing very well, and PSG isn't performing well. It's difficult. It's genuinely difficult, you know. But yeah, I genuinely can't say. Who do you think, Nor? Who do you think it would be? Because I genuinely have no clue. I'm not confident in any teams right now. I don't trust anyone. Apart from Bayern, I don't trust anyone. Like, I think City was a stretch. I didn't feel confident saying City. I don't know. I really don't know. I think this year the Champions League is even more open than it's ever been. Because Juve hasn't been great. I don't think there's a lot of teams right now that have not been great. I'm going to stretch my back out here. I'm tired, man. I am absolutely tired. But we're going for 10 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, guys, in the chat, let me know. Any other questions? Fire away. And yeah, I'm just chilling. What are we saying, folks? What are we saying? Yusuf says Liverpool. So Yusuf thinks Liverpool will do it. And maybe they will. Maybe they will. But I just feel like it's hard to focus on both the Premier League and the Champions League. Sandro, my guy, how we doing, bro? How we doing? Sandro's here. Welcome, Sandro. Sandro, 3-0 win for Villa. Absolutely insane. I know you don't follow the Premier League that closely, but still, madness. Anyway, Sandro, Nor just had a really good question. Who do you think will reach the UCL semifinals? And to be honest, apart from Bayern, I don't know. Who do you think, Sandro? If you had to name 4 teams that will make the semifinals, who would they be? For me, Bayern is the only team I feel very confident that will make the semifinals. Other than that, I genuinely have no clue. And I mentioned Man City potentially. Other people mentioned Liverpool. Nor says Bayern, Liverpool, Real Madrid. I don't think Real Madrid, mate. I just don't. And maybe a surprise like a Leipzig. For me, Leipzig aren't as good as they were last year, so I don't think that'll happen either. But I think... What about City, Nor? What do you think about City? I know they haven't played well, but I feel like at some point they're going to have to turn up. You know what I mean? Bayern, Dortmund, Gladbach, and Leipzig, of course, Sandro, going for all the German teams. I've played with the idea, you know, one of the teams that have come to mind is Dortmund. Because I think Holland's in great form. Overall, they're doing a good job. For me, it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one with Dortmund, though, because in their actual Champions League matches so far, it hasn't been great from them. You know, didn't they got beat 3-0 by Lazio? So it's hard. It's difficult. It's difficult. Barcelona, I don't think will. I don't think Real Madrid will either. Maybe Atleti. I know Atleti didn't they lose pretty bad recently? I don't keep up with the Champions League as closely as the Premier League, but I'd say probably. I know Yusuf says Dortmund always let you down. Yeah, it does feel that way. What about Atletico, guys? I'd say Bayern, Atletico, City, and Dortmund. Do I want to go with that? I mean Liverpool too, you know, but it's just I just feel like Van Dijk. I don't think they'll be able to do without Van Dijk in the Champions League. I'm gonna go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and this is a pretty mad one because I have Atleti, Dortmund, City, who are playing like shite right now, and then yeah, Atleti lost 4-0 to Bayern. I'm gonna go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go Bayern, Atleti, Dortmund, and Man City. I don't even know how Atleti are doing in La Liga. Let me look that up. That's something I need to work on, guys. I'm going to work on, you know, just being a little more tuned into what's going on in the other leagues and also what is going on in the championship. I want to be better at that. Guys, if you guys have any recommendations for content like videos, editing, any of that stuff in terms of like what I can improve, my commentary too. Seriously, y'all, like don't be scared to like to give me recommendations or like criticize me. Like I need the criticism to get better. So if you have any criticisms of my content, feel free to air it out. Let me know, and I'll try and make improvements because that's something I need to incorporate more. Is hear your guys' feedback. Anyways, yeah, Atletico right at the top of La Liga, actually above both Real Madrid and Barcelona. They're if they win their matches, they would be in first. So I'd say for me, I am going with Atletico, Bayern, Dortmund, and who is the final team? Man City. That's how I'm going, guys. Nor probably not the answer you wanted because I know you are a Liverpool fan, but I think they will win the Champions League. I seen Sandra just sent me a link on Instagram, and I assume it's probably going to the Leverkusen goal, so I'm gonna watch this. Yes, it is the Leverkusen. Oh, Oh, it's blocked content because it's Bundesliga. The video you sent me got blocked, Sandro, because it's the Bundesliga content, so I can't actually watch it. But I'm going to watch I already heard about the goal from Leverkusen. I'm definitely going to go check that out after the live stream for sure. Let's see what other people are saying. Do you think we could see managers like Pep and Mourinho manage their national team? I would love to see Mourinho do it. I don't know if I would love to see Pep do it. I want to see Pep do a little more stuff. Okay, if Pep stay, I want to see either Pep stay at City or I want to see him go back to Barcelona and try and fix what's going on there. I would love to see that. That would be insane to get to see Pep Guardiola, go back to Barcelona and try and fix a club that's kind of in a state of disarray at this point. I think it would be some great entertainment. So yeah, I think Mourinho though on the international football level would be so fun to watch. Holy, could you imagine, guys, just him at the World Cup, just doing his antics and whatnot? It'd be crazy. Nor thinks Bayern, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and maybe a surprise from Leipzig. I read that already, but yeah. Dortmund always let you down, says Yusuf. I read that. Sandra says, yeah, I could see Dortmund coming in by this unconfident teams. Atleti lost 4-0 to Bayern. Nor last year, City had the easiest tie in the quarterfinal. They bottled it. They always bottle it in the UCL. They don't have the mentality to win. And this is their worst form, so I would say City, no. Yeah, but maybe this is the year, Here's what my thoughts on it, Norris. This year's been so unpredictable. Who knows, right? Like, maybe the year that City looked the worst they ever been, they go farther in the Champions League than they ever have. You know what I mean? Like, it just does feel like that type of year, and for that reason, because we already know City had that underlying quality, maybe they will. Maybe just they will. But, you know what? Maybe I'm just a little too hopeful on the behalf of Pep Guardiola. I think Gladbach could be an underdog this season. Really, aren't Gladbach struggling though, Sandro? And I'm pretty sure Gladbach are struggling in the I'm like almost certain they are struggling in the Bundesliga right now. Isn't that correct? Last time I checked the table, the Bundesliga table, Gladbach had fallen quite far down. So, but maybe it's changed since then. They're 7th right now. So. I just don't know. Maybe they could though. I don't know. Like I watched a little bit about them. I watched a little bit of them after the restart last year, but I don't follow them consistently enough. I'm pretty sure Gladbach have a cracking goalkeeper though. I forget the bloke's name. Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure they have a cracking goalkeeper. Sommer, yeah, Jan Sommer is a really good goalkeeper. Super underrated. Great goalkeeper for Gladbach. City are always favorites, and they bottle it, says Nor. But this year, I don't think they're favorites, Nor. I genuinely don't think they're favorites this year, and that's why maybe, just maybe, they could get it done. But who am I? Who am I to say? I think Champions League predictions are one of the hardest things in the world to do. Sandra says, started okay in Bundesliga, but in the Champions League, they are insane. Yeah. Manchester United are winning the UCL, says Yusuf. Oh, man. I wish we could dream on, Yusuf, but... at the end of the day, you get woken up from your dreams eventually. You get me. Nor says, if we get an easy tie in the round of 16, then I believe we can make it to the semis. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why, Nor, the Champions League is so hard to predict. So hard to predict is because at the end of the day, you have to wait until the teams have been the matches have been drawn. Until then, it's just impossible. It really is impossible, in my opinion, to predict. But yeah, kind of my thoughts on it. City are always trashed. That's why they never are. That's why they never are under expectations to Sandra. Sandra loves to give City a hard time, guys. I think. What are you guys' thoughts on Pep Guardiola? Do you blame him or okay? Here's a really good question in the live chat, guys. Has Pep Guardiola been successful during his time at Man City? Has he been successful? Because people like my friend Bo from Inside Arsenal would argue, no, he has not been successful because he has not won the Champions League. What are your thoughts? I just hope Kimmich comes back. Sandra says, good, then I can see a double, triple power bomb. Yeah. What happened with Kimmich's injury? I saw that you put that in the chat, in the Discord, Sandra. Speaking of the Discord, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to become part of the community, we have a really cool thing that's like a WhatsApp group, and it's called Discord. It's called Fergie's Faithful. You should come join us there. Really fun place where we debate, discuss football topics. And I'll leave the link down below in the chat. And if you guys are enjoying the live stream, there's still 16, 18 of you here. Smash the like button. Let's try and hit 35 likes. We're one away now. And also subscribe if you're new to the channel and join the content. I think we're having a good time here. I am gonna wrap it up, and you know what? I'll end right at 5 o'clock my time. I'll do an extra 5 minutes, okay? Because I think we have a good audience and still having some really good conversation. But I really should be getting on. It's already been 3 hours since I started streaming, so crazy madness. Nor says, I'm starting to think that Pep is kind of overrated. No. Pep is not overrated. I don't agree with that. What I think the deal is with Pep is that I think there's truth to the Pep may need money in terms... Well, okay. It's messy. I think Klopp would do a better job if you put both Pep and Klopp to go manage Sheffield United tomorrow and say, make the most of it. I think Klopp would do a better job because he's better at motivating players. He can get reactions in motivating players. Pep is very much needs certain players to fit his system. And I know, like, you'll be like, yeah, he spent all this money for new players, or money on players. But I just think at some point it's just, oh no. Because he came into the Premier League and did what he did in terms of winning with so many, like, not only winning the Premier League 2 years back-to-back, on top of winning the Premier League 2 years back-to-back, Pep Guardiola shattered records in terms of goals scored, points, and all this stuff. I think that has, as a result, put a lot of pressure on him and raised our expectations so high. Pep Guardiola has set his own expectations so high that I think it's hard for him to overcome, is what I would say. Anyways, Pep is the best coach for a league, but not for knockout competition, is what Sandro says. He can win always over 34 plus games, but only 2 games is hard. That's a good point, Sandro, too, with regards to yes, there are managers who are better in tournaments, and that there is some truth to that. I'll be real. I think before I thought that was kind of nonsense, but I would have to say, yeah, there probably is some truth to that. Some managers are better, just happen to be better in tournament competition. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe. I appreciate everyone tuning in today. It's been a really good live stream, and yeah, I enjoyed speaking with all of you guys. We're going to continue on for 5 more minutes, and then I'm probably going to call it a day, as I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now and really should get on with some schoolwork, you get me. But here we go. North says, ever since he left Barcelona, he hasn't won a UCL and he didn't build anything. All the teams he coached were already good. Wow, I would have to say, Nor, okay, you make some good points, but to be fair, right, like, Nor, how, okay, because I have a friend, right, who's like, okay, Pep hasn't won since he left Barcelona. Well, but then he worships Mourinho, and it's like, well, Mourinho hasn't won since longer than that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's lots of managers who haven't won a Champions League in a long time. I mean, so what's the standard? You know what I mean? Like, are we expecting this guy to win the Champions League every 2 to 3 years? Like, is that the standard that we set for Pep Guardiola? Because that is extremely high. I think yes, Pep Guardiola. I don't think he's the outright best manager in the world, but I think he's in the conversation 100%. And anyone who says he isn't, I would have to strongly disagree with. Charlie says, who do you support? Charlie, I support Manchester United. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of Man City or Arsenal or Villa or any reason why you may be here. But, yeah, I'm right now I'm doing just kind of a commentary Q&A. So if you have any questions, Charlie, feel free to drop them down below. And if anyone is just tuning in like Charlie, make sure you smash the like button. We are aiming for, let's aim for 40 likes on the stream before I peace out. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. All right. Let's see what others are saying here. He had bad luck at Bayern. He was so good at Bayern. Yeah, Bayern played really well. I think there was some, luck. It's hard to say. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to you either like Pep Guardiola and you don't. If you like Pep Guardiola, then you're gonna say he's the best, if not one of the best managers in the world. And if you don't like Pep Guardiola, you're gonna say he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that. I think that's what it comes down to is how much you like Pep Guardiola, or like how you feel about Pep just generally and his style of play and what he's done and where he's you know what I mean? I think it's very preferential, and I think there's good arguments on both sides. Sandra says, I love Flick. His so insane, his story. Yeah, Flick's great manager. Yusuf says, Aiden's showing his dedication by streaming for almost 3 hours. Yeah, Yusuf. Had to put in the shift today. I appreciate everyone tuning in, though. Really grateful for everyone that stops by and, interacts with us. And seriously, it's such a good time just talking about football with you guys. I genuinely enjoy it so much. Yusuf says, see you, Aiden. I have to go. Have a good one, Yusuf. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in to the match. And, yeah, I hope you have a good one, Yusuf. All right. Akviva. I'm not sure if I said your name correctly. Feel free to correct me, Akiva. Do you think Spurs can win the league? Akiva, this is a crazy question because me and my me and my friend that do a podcast together on Spotify, 50/50 podcast, you know, cheeky little plug there. But we talk about this. I've been talking about this for a couple weeks now, and the first week I said, absolutely not having it. Second week I was like, yeah, very unrealistic. Come on, mate. Like once in a blue moon, you get me. But these past couple weeks I've been more like, you know what? Like I'm not gonna put them as favorites. I still think Liverpool are favorites. But in my opinion, if I'm being 100% real with you, 100% real, I think they're up there right now. Like they've been playing good. For what it comes down to me, like, okay, I'm not gonna go out on the limb and say yes, they're gonna win the Premier League. I think that would be a bit much, Akiva. What I would say, Akiva, is this. Akiva. I would say that in my opinion, that Spurs, if Harry Kane and Heung-min Son can stay healthy and Gareth Bale can find his legs, I think they have a very good opportunity to compete for a Premier League title this season. That's what I will say. I will not say they will win the league. I won't say, but it's all about health. It's all about health. It's all about there's a lot to it. You get me? There's a lot to it. And I think it's about the health of their players because Kane and Son are quite injury prone. Kane gets injured quite often. Usually misses quite a handful of matches each year. And if he does get injured, I think that at that point their title chances are out the window. But for me, if they can stay healthy, if they can incorporate Bale, I think they have a good shout. They have a good shout. Still not the favorites, but a good shout, Akiva. If that answers your question. All right, let's see what other people are saying. Pep had bad luck at Bayern, says Sandro. Flick, as a Bayern coach, 3 games, lost 6 trophies. Or, wait, I'm confused. Flick, as a Bayern coach, 3 games, lost 6 trophies, 1 year there. Nor says, yeah, but Mourinho has built the teams he previously coached, whereas this team Pep coach was already good before he coached them. Very, very interesting point there, Nor. I'd have to say, 100%. It's a very interesting point. I think there's arguments to both sides. I think, guys, let me know in the live chat. Who do you think is the better manager, Pep Guardiola or Jose Mourinho? Now, I don't want to go into this. Well, I'm not going to. It's a hard one because there's so much to it. But I would have to say, right now, I'd rather have Pep Guardiola as my manager because of the way football is. But it depends on the club, too. Like, again, I'm going to use Sheffield United as an example because I have a new video dropping about them tomorrow. If I was Sheffield United, I would rather have Jose Mourinho than Pep Guardiola as my manager because of what we need to achieve and what we have the options with. You get me? I think it's a very highly disputed, I don't know how to describe, but it's very up in the air, depending on what you need as a team. And I think that's when it comes to great managers, that's what it comes to. Like, I'd much rather have Klopp, Guardiola at Sheffield United than Pep. But then at Man City, I think Pep is a much better manager for them, or at Bayern, or at any elite European team than either Mourinho or Klopp, because he has the funds to put a team together, and when he can put a team together, they are unstoppable practically, is what I would say. That's my thoughts, Nor. Pep copied his style from Johan Cruyff. I wouldn't say copied, but heavily, heavily inspired by Johan Cruyff. Total football is what it's called, and yeah, brilliant. Johan Cruyff was a brilliant football mind. Nor says, I do like Pep, but he's not the same coach as he was at Barcelona. Fair enough, Nor. I think that's a good place to end that conversation there. That's fair enough. I can respect that. We've got to wait and see. And that's why, Nor, if he doesn't stay at City, I'd love to see him go back to Barcelona to see. I think he's the man that could bring the club back up to heights again. Because Barcelona are a tough position. And, you know, he's Barcelona through and through. I think he'd love the opportunity to go back there. All right. Moving forward. Harish says, I subscribed. Harish, my guy, I appreciate it, guys. If you are enjoying the live content, we have 30 viewers right now. That's mad. If you guys are enjoying the live content, make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. We're aiming for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. It'd be greatly appreciated if we could hit that. And yeah, I appreciate everyone sharing their thoughts. Yeah, right now, guys, is a general more of a Q&A. Obviously, I just watched Arsenal versus Villa, but just answering your general football questions. You gotta love Aston Villa, it says, after 30 years. Yeah, 100%. You have to have some. If you're a fan of football, you gotta enjoy what Villa are doing because it's really special. Really, it's beautiful. You know, seeing a club like Villa who have come up, just barely scraped it last year, to now what they're doing this year in terms of the way they have bought in and believed in their manager, who's Villa through and through, a man in Dean Smith. Then on top of that, you add on to it the fact that they've been so smart with the way they spent their money this season in particular. It's beautiful. It's how you want to see football be done. Sandra says Gladbach have Zakaria, Ginter, Thurman, Plea, Sommer. They could all play at a world-class club if they wanted to. Yeah, they have some good players. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they could go on a run. I think that's a team, maybe a dark horse in the Champions League, Sandro. Maybe a dark horse. Harish says Spurs have done well so far, but they have not been at their ruthless best and played against some weaker opponents. They had to scrape past West Brom today, and they did so against Brighton last week. Good point. But there's also the side to it of, the teams that win the Premier League title or contend for the title aren't like, it's not like every week last year Liverpool were shattering every team. Towards the mid-season, and especially in the winter, they would just scrape games out. They would just get it done. And maybe that's what Spurs are going to do this year. But that's also a good point because we are early in the season. It's not the winter months yet. Anyways, Foot Tea Time official, welcome. He says Jose. Andy says Pep 100%. See, you guys, this is Pep and Jose is a highly, highly debated one. And I think people on both sides have trouble understanding the viewpoint of the other person. Like me and my friend Bo inside Arsenal, I refer to Bo a lot because I'm just bringing up conversations that we have. And it's, he loves Jose and I love Pep. I like Pep a lot. Like I wouldn't say I love Pep, but I think he's a very good manager and I highly rate him. Bo loves Jose though. But it's like, we will always disagree. There's no way that we will end up agreeing on it. Like it's such a what's the word I want to use here? What's the correct word to use it? It's I don't know. It's just very, I can't think of the word, but polarizing. It's a polarizing debate. There we go. Yeah, and like Sandra says, I hate Jose. He destroys Schweinsteiger, German legend. So yeah, it's very polarizing, And maybe I'm a little biased against Jose because of United and it didn't really work out. But anyways, Abraham says Tottenham or Chelsea are second favorites to Liverpool. Yeah, I would agree. And you know what? I would actually put Tottenham above Chelsea right now. I personally, that's where I would go with it. I know Chelsea fans are not going to like to hear that, but I would personally put Chelsea above Tottenham. Tottenham above Chelsea right now. That said, in 3 months' time, we could be looking at a totally different Chelsea side that is gelled, that has come together, and is really special. It's gonna take time with Chelsea, and we don't know what the finished product will be until a couple months from now. All right, Harish says Pep is better than Mourinho because of the style of play and also the way he acts as a human. Mourinho has caused chaos as many clubs throughout his career: Man United, Real Madrid, and Inter. Interesting points there, Harish. I appreciate you sharing it. Ole at the wheel says Andy666. Foot Tea Time official says you flip the squads. No way does Pep get the results Jose is getting with Spurs. Arteta took that City's defensive mindset to Arsenal, in my opinion. Tough to stay after this Villa game, lol, but true. Yeah, those are some good points. I think if Pep, but do you think okay, let's take the season, right, and cast it to the side. Does Jose, again, not counting the season, does Jose get the same results that Pep got at the beginning of his time at City when he won back-to-back Premier League titles if he was the manager of that City team? I don't think so. And maybe you disagree there, Foot Tea Time official, but that's just my thoughts on it. I'm just happy that I can say Bayern is a better club than Barca because they now have more Champions League trophies because they also had more finals. It's right now it's probably a very good time to be a Bayern fan, I can imagine, Sandra. It must be a great time to be a Bayern Munich fan. Foot Tea Time official said City have not been as defensively solid since Arteta left. But I think, yes, I do agree Arteta probably has some role to play, with him not being there. But at the same time, do you think it's maybe just the message was getting old and it was going to age eventually? Do you know what I mean? Like, after a while, a manager's message can get old, except for in very special circumstances like Sir Alex Ferguson and like Arsene Wenger. You know what I mean? But especially Sir Alex. So maybe the message is getting old. There's been a lot. Because what Sir Alex did so well was, he had his core group, but then he was also rotating fresh blood in every year. And that's something Pep Guardiola, the core group is very similar to what it was when he first took over. Like when he first started signing players. So maybe they just need a little fresh blood at Man City. And I know that sounds crazy because they already spent so much money, but you know what I mean. I hope. Harish says fair point. Andy says Spurs always mess up after their half of games. After half of the games. Interesting point there, Andy. Sandra says, in my opinion, Beckenbauer and Cruyff were the best coaches. Cruyff was a very good, very, very good manager, 100%. Beckenbauer is good too, but Cruyff, different gravy. Is this a record stream? Says Abraham. What do you mean by record stream, Abraham? Like, do you mean by time? Like, how long I've been streaming for? Or, like, what do you mean? Just clarify for me. Andy says, Spurs always count on the same two players to score, Kane and Son. Yes, Andy, and that's why I think Spurs could be in a spot of bother if either gets injured, which they are pretty injury prone. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Oh, most viewers, says Abraham. No, Abraham, this is not a record stream in terms of most viewers. For the Champions League ones, during quarantine, during lockdown, they were pulling like almost 5,000. So this is not a record, but this has been a very good stream. I'm very grateful for everyone tuning in. More so what I care about, like views is cool and all, but like it's more about the interaction and the fact that we're getting so many different people that, yes, some have been subscribed for a while, some have been subscribed for a short time, and even new people interacting in the chat is what is really my favorite part of it. So yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by. And guys, let me know in the chat if you guys would like more Q&A streams. Of course, I do the live streams for the matches, and then I usually do Q&As after. Would you guys like specific streams just where we do a Q&A like this? Let me know in the chat. All right. Harish says, who is the most informed player in the Prem at the moment? Wow. I mean, there's a couple that come to mind. I think Grealish comes to mind. Bruno Fernandes comes to mind. 100%. I mean, maybe I'm biased. Maybe Bruno? Maybe Bruno? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much off this weekend. But I think Bruno's been superb for United. And that's just something. What do you guys think, Harish? Who do you think it is? I want to know your thoughts. Yeah. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I'm like, I know goals and assists aren't the only indicator, but let me take a look here. Oh, Sandra, I've seen your video. I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, let's see this. Pull up. Let's see how my FPL team did, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. 35 points this week. Shocker of a week. Sack me. I need to be sacked, mate. I need to be sacked. The board's giving up on me at this point. Let's take a look here. So, if we're looking at Premier League stats, we have Calvert-Lewin on 8 goals. Kane. Oh, wait up. Hold up. Pump the brakes. Who asked the question again? Who is the most in form at the moment? Oh, Harry Kane, 100%. Harry Kane, 100%. I forgot about Kane for a second there. 7 goals, 8 assists. In what? 8 Premier League matches? That's insane, mate. That's insane. Harry Kane, 100% for me, most informed. Bruno's up there. Son's up there. Grealish is up there. But yeah, Harry Kane, 100% right now. Foot tea time official says fair point. It's not black and white. Also, to be fair, your point, Jose, was with City side. He would have soured at this point. So fair point. This season aside, it is close, solid points. Yeah, you know what I have to say? Foot tea time official. I think it's just preference, and I think they're both great managers. I think both of them are special for their era. So that's all I have to say, guys. If you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'm going to wrap it up probably in the next 5 minutes. I went way longer than I was supposed to. But I was just having a really fun time here, and I thought I'd crack on for a little bit. Yeah, smash the like button. We're 1 like away from 40, so I'd really appreciate it if we could hit that. And yeah, if you're new and enjoying the content, mate, make sure to subscribe. Andy says, I don't trust Kane. He will get injured in the international games. And that's fair, Andy. I think there is... I mean, I don't wish injury upon any player. I don't want to clarify, but Harry Kane is quite injury-prone is what I would say. So, yeah, I understand your concerns there about that. All right? Okay. Lingardinho says, Sandro. Harish says, Grealish, because he's been incredible for Villa since the international break, and I feel like he's gone a bit under the radar. Yeah, I agree with you. Harish, if Southgate is not starting Grealish at this point, I mean, it would be idiotic. It would be idiotic, and I don't like to throw that word around. I'm not, like... If you guys have watched for a decent amount of time now, you know I'm not like some reactionary, I play up to the camera a little bit like every YouTuber does, but I'm not like AFTV or fan channels that are just screaming at the camera. But it would be idiotic if they did not start Grealish England. That would be stupid in my opinion. So, guys, I'm going to take the time to share the Discord link with you. And the Discord is like a WhatsApp group chat where we discuss and debate football topics. It's a really good place to join because it's just like a little community. A lot of people, guys, that are part of the live stream, like Sandro and others, Abraham, others, are in the Discord, and it's where we debate and discuss football when live streams aren't going on. You know, it's a fun place. So I recommend, if you're interested, come join us there. Guys, there will also be a new video out on my channel tomorrow. And it will be the title of the video is Sheffield United's second season syndrome explained, and it's a video where I did a lot of research about what's going on with Sheffield United, what's going wrong, and potentially how can they fix it. So I do recommend you guys, if you did subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And yeah, as soon as that video is out, I'd appreciate it if you go check it out, and then give me your thoughts in the comments on the videos. That's always super helpful as well. And yeah, I'm very grateful for everyone supporting, showing love to the channel. And yeah, we're shooting for 3K by the end of 2020, and you know, that may be ambitious, but I think we can do it. And in the meantime, I'm very, again, want to express my gratitude for everyone that supports the channel and spends time, you know, with me on the live streams, or checks out the videos, or whatever you find entertaining for the channel. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. I'll read off a couple more comments, but then I really should go finish up the video, get it all uploaded for tomorrow and whatnot, and then kind of get on with my homework for university, get some dinner. Been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes now, so madness. Anyways, all right. Andy says, "Yep, Kane and Bale are like each other's over injuries." But yeah, for me, guys, I'd have to say informed player right now gotta be Harry Kane. Harish says 63 points. I had Watkins, Grealish, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Werner, and Mings, Tarkowski, Lloris as well. So a good week, but points haven't been added yet. Yeah, that's very impressive there, Harish. And I would have to say, for me, it's been a poor week, and my fantasy team is shocking, absolutely shocking. But guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Make sure, if you haven't already, to smash the like button. Let's hit 40 likes on the stream. I'm sure we will once I end it. But yeah, 40 likes on the stream. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Join the Discord if you want to continue debating with us, or we can direct message privately if you want to debate with me there. And yeah, other things, new video dropping tomorrow. We'll have a stream next weekend as well, likely. So, international break. Maybe we may have a stream for an international game. We'll have to wait and see. I may focus on video content about the Premier League. So let me know what you guys want. Just yeah, in the Discord or whatnot. And yeah, got a lot of stuff planned. So thank you again. I appreciate the new people, Harish, and others that have joined us today. So yeah, like I said, Discord there. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, Fergie Time Podcast, if you want to as well. Thinking of anything else, the 50/50 podcast on Spotify. It's spelled out like 50, F-I-F-T-Y, 50/50 podcast on Spotify. Check that out as well. That's like long form content with another YouTuber inside Arsenal. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys again, and I hope you guys all have a great evening. We watched Arsenal versus Aston Villa today on the stream. It ended 3-0 to Aston Villa. Big win for them. And yes, thank you, and take it easy. Peace.